Hello and welcome back to the Red Dragon Racing channel. Today we are back with our Religious Tuesday Group 3 racing, but today it is in sprint format. So the lobby is set in front of you, as you can see here. We are starting out at Red Bull Ring. We had, was it Julvo went through the stats, and Red Bull Ring was actually the most popular choice track for Red Dragon lobbies. It's just it's one of the most raced lobby, or one of the most race tracks anyway. But yeah, we are switching our strategy back tonight. We are switching strategy back tonight, so not setting the races out beforehand, but letting the winner pick the race going forward. Yeah, sorry guys, and say Baby Dragon clearly has a lot to say about the start of the lobby, but are we all ready to get going? I'll be out for this month for every stream. I am sorry. No worries, Schumacher. We'll see you when you're back.
No, sorry.
Get your ass in now, Matt. JHS, I'm already here. I'm already in. Are you not in the Discord? I'd say we're in the Discord chat. It's pinned in the top of the comments for everyone else. Sky Blue Lad, how are we, sir? Welcome. Anyway, as long as we're all ready. Can't call during race. What do you mean, why? Why not? Why can't you join during? Why can't you call during the race, JHS?
Because probably his mic or something.
Yeah. What's the delay to the stream? Do we know?
Few seconds. I have not in the stream. I'll check in a minute.
Webby's found the slots. Astral, SAS, JHS.
Like 3 seconds away.
Oh, another Matt has joined. Hello, sir.
Wait, actually, let me put the...
Nice. Okay. We got 2 spots left.
I did not know
4 seconds.
Blaze still connecting. Last one to connect, though. Everyone else is good to go. Let's just lay it out then that practice is your qualifying.
It's a 4-second delay.
I can't join!
So long since I touched
And it's
the
taking
game,
too
bro.
long!
Forza physics are messing me up.
Yep, as we can see in the stream chat as well, guys, there's Panam's stream link over on Twitch. He's live with his POV for all the racing tonight.
I mean, if I would be able to join, that would be fantastic. But...
Well, say there's 2 spaces still left in the lobby. Everyone else has managed to connect.
Yeah, I'm gonna time out.
Oh, Luke.
Luke's...
Luke's...
Why are you putting Timor Leste flag into my chat?
But you've also got to remember, Panam's got the
Dream.
What the hell?
I don't think I need to tag Luke because Luke, yes, there it is. Yeah, he's in the GDR. Luke hasn't got a penalty for today, has he?
Oh,
Deluxe has, but Deluxe isn't here. Frosty Gamers found a space. Hello, sir. Had some karting today earlier on, and he's feeling confident now. Just waiting for him to connect. We've got lobby ranging from E and D rating all the way up to A+ in the form of Astral. But not a full roster of A+ and A's tonight, like we have seen. I didn't get in. You did, Frosty Guy. Frosty Gamer 154. That's you, right? Yeah, I'm saying you're in. You're in for us. It says you're in. That is you, right? Yeah, so there we go. You're in. So we are just 1 space left from the bottom now, waiting for Frosty Gamer to get into his car, and then we'll get into it.
You know that, right?
You are.
I'm not in. Would be nice if you actually said next time you open the lobby.
Ooh, hang on. I have an idea. Aha. Aha! I have an idea. I no longer need everyone to send me their driver shots. I can just peel them from... I can peel them from here.
Oh my god.
Oh my, this makes things so much easier. I'm sorry, stream, that you have to witness me do this, but yes, this is going to save us so much time when it comes to making the newer, improved video. Ooh, master license for us, Gamer Nice. Yeah, this works so much better because I can just cut that little guy out. Huge revamp on the videos this weekend. That is right. Just you wait.
There is a dead guy in the lobby probably because I cannot.
Who do we get? Right, we're on Hazard now.
AJ made it. Bro.
Orion is so late. That is true. You are. You're never normally late, Orion, but unfortunately, I think you might have missed the spot there, sir.
I'm not gonna give any comments. Be nice to know when
I need
lobby is getting
AJs.
open.
When a space is available, yes, they will do, Orion.
I need a goddamn. Okay, you know what? I'm. No, let me just go into other lobbies. I don't care.
This is
I'm
such
not
a great idea. Why didn't I not think of this before? I haven't even got anyone to thank for this. This is all my own doing. I thank myself.
crazy stuff.
Bro, why is your name Gooner?
Why is his name Gooner?
Why is your name
Gooner. Right, there we go. So that is everyone from this race anyway. That is everyone photographed and ready to make some make some graphics from that. Hazard currently out in front time-wise. 1:30.845, looking to go 2:45 faster than that now. Let's turn me face off. Why am I taking screenshots? Orion, hello DJ. It's so I can actually make some graphics for the upcoming video this weekend. First race, yes it is DJ, just the first race. Are you joining in tonight at all?
I have a cool livery.
Pan Am hates humanity. Why does Pan Am hate humanity? Anyway, yeah, Hazard posted this in the Discord earlier. It's a blue Rory, he's been named by Hazard, but it's a blue Rexy livery. I'm arriving home, probably I can, fantastic. What happens this weekend? Hopefully we'll be having a better formed video with a bit more immersive graphics involved for you guys as well. But yes, we'll have to see where we get with that, but we'll do what we can for a better set of videos for this weekend for you. Me and JHS are going to work on that. Pan Am, you snooze, you lose, says JHS. So we're 6 minutes in. Hazard out in front so far. Webby in. Ooh, I like this. Magnet Morelli and Bosch livery Ferrari. Big fan.
Get dropped.
Nice. SAS, of course, SMFC M6. Wouldn't expect anything else. Frosty Gamer with the Aston Martin Fernando Alonso inspired RSR. Silly Up Utes, the Pink Pig. Blaze in the Lone Star RSR. Ayla. Yeah, of course, it's a gorgeous GT3 Ferrari livery. We can just see Pave's monster livery there in the Ferrari just in front. Have idea, says Casper. Bear with. Casper is bearing with. I like ideas. M6 GT3, I like that livery, Matt. Gorgeous livery. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Welcome in everyone who is watching along with us. Make sure we smash the like button on the stream here. We love a bit of Red Bull Ring. Not too long left now, just under 3 minutes until we get going with the racing. We're just watching everyone sort of qualify their times. Bit of practice as well. Just on board here with a newcomer called Matt. It's a bit weird, feels like I'm watching myself. Hopefully, you know, it's a silly up mute there, just catching the grass. Luke also trailing through in his blue GTR, but yes. Someone leave already, says Pan Am. Unfortunately not. Oh no, Pan Am's streaming as well. That's a shame. Most I will do for you, Pan Am. Not anymore, fair enough. I will tag everyone and let them know that the stream has got... Who am I missing here? No, it's just them. Okay. Stream has spectator commentary for...
Matt is an idiot.
Why am I an idiot? Pan Am the crash out man, I'm not keen. I wanted to join today but realised my PS Plus ran out. Oh, no way! Well, hopefully when you get it back, mate, you're able to join in. For the racing. YouTube RDR1228. Thank you, everyone. There we go. There we go. We'll post that to let everyone know about it. I'm not too sure who's already in the stream on who's. Are they? Well, there's now a space. There's now a space. Orion Panam, jump for it. Slice if you fancy it. Although I think Slice said he's only going to be attending the steward session, which as you can see in the description below, guys. You'll find the stewards at the bottom, which will include myself, Julvo, and Slice. That's, of course, if Julvo is actually able to attend. I'm not too sure if Julvo is coming tonight. But at least any incidents that happen in the first race, Julvo definitely won't be a part of, so there won't be any conflicts of interest. Delox has joined the room. Delox, you are not allowed to qualify, sir. You have got a back of grid penalty to serve for this race, but as soon as you have served at this race, you carry on qualifying for the rest of the evening. Are we looking then? Just under a minute left to go. No incidents from JHS today. He's going to keep it clean. Fantastic. And so you've still got the title on Discord currently for most visits to the stewards, haven't you? Me and Delox are in the back. Yeah, so it'll be Delox and AJ then in 13th and 14th on the grid as it currently stands. Who's got out on top so far then? So Astral with a 129.640, SAS with a 129.876, so it's looking close between these two. This could develop into something further on in the race. SAS just goes quicker again with a 129.534. Can Astral answer that? I don't think so. We're just about to step through. There we are. Just over the 10-minute mark, so we'll call final lap now. JHS is ready, of course he is, because he isn't qualifying, and neither is Deluxe. Both of these still qualifying. JHS, you're on hards, by the way. I definitely changed that before the start of the race. But SAS, though, standing firm at the top with 129.534, currently as the fastest lap round today. Astral, 0.5 above his head. I don't think this lap he will be able to do anything with it. Silly Up Ute, though, in third place. How many laps are in this race? 7 laps this race is. Silly Up Ute in the Pink Pig in the RSR coming across. Still in third place, a lightning lap. I wish it had told me his previous lap, but he must have gone back to pits after setting it. But anyway, we'll get ourselves going in just a moment. I called final lap about 10 minutes in, so yeah, I think we'll use Astral as a guide marker. So Astral coming across the penalty line now, still pacing.
I just got across the line.
Clowns on outlaps. Yeah, guys, if you're on an outlap, don't go getting in the way of any of the races. Just move to the side. An outlap doesn't matter. Last section is the only place where you really want to be pushing on an outlap, and that's just to get your exit speed anyway. There you are. So Astral comes through. Didn't do much with his time there, 130.7 due to the penalty, but that shall be it. So, guys, make sure now that you come back, either back to pits or back to lobby or whatever. Get yourselves on the right tyres for those that aren't on the softs, because obviously no tyre wear this evening. And then, yeah, let's get some R's in the chat.
Mandatory pit or no?
No mandatory pits. We're sprinting tonight, guys. I see I screenshot the profiles on stream, zoom in and cut out the driver phones, and guess what I can? You can? No way. Casper can. That's great. This is saving us so much time for the video coming out hopefully this weekend. We're going to do everything we can to push for it, but it'll just be a recap of the racing as it goes on. Oh, fantastic. Yes, you can. Beautiful stuff. That is fantastic. Yes, Casper's coming clutch there with the graphics. But anyway, we've got a fair amount of readies in the chat. So let's switch on back over. Best of luck to everyone who is racing. Let's get underway with the first race then here around Red Bull Ring in the RDR Sprint Tuesdays. Got 20 people on board. How many likes have we got, guys? Julian, my like counter. You're normally able to jump in and tell me. If you could let me know, that'd be phenomenal, but I know we're just about to get going. We just need the race info here. I don't think we need the inputs as such. We can try that later on in the stewards. But I have to make sure that I remember to keep the 10 likes. Is that it? We've got 20 people watching. We've got 10 likes. Come on, guys. Smash the like button on the stream. Of course, if you're racing, I wouldn't expect you to be concentrating on that. But if you're just watching along, make sure to smash it. Lights out and away they go then. SAS out in first with the M6 SMFC. He's had a lightning start for once, and say he's not really had the most of luck launching in that M6. Ooh, 3 wide there for Webby and Luke through the and Astro, sorry, through the first bend. The whole grid so far making it through the first section nice and cleanly. Who've we got? Deluxe at the back. JHS 13 also started at the back, but manages to move himself up a few positions here. He's behind AJ. Up in front, though, we have a penalty for Luke in second place of a 0.5. Webby just taking the position off him in the Ferrari in second place. Meanwhile, SAS nearly 2 seconds clear now. He flies out in front. Webby still occupying second place. Luke alongside in that blue GTR, but of course that 0.5 penalty will be coming into play. A few positions down as well for Luke from that, I think, given how close the pack is here. Bit of a wobble there for Astral and Silly Up Ute as they head through this section. Someone is round here. It is AJ's OnlyFans mobile. Let's see what happened there. So he's come round. There's been a little touch of contact, little touch with the Porsche in front of him. It's hard to tell. It's the Porsche Blaze that's had a bit of an incident, and it's moved on. But at least we know that AJ lap 1 for us to come back to. Let me just get a little note started here, and I'll record these incidents as and when they happen. Right then, on board then with the leadership battle once again. Right, lap 1, race 1, AJ Blaze. Okay, right, anyway, so Webby being tailed currently by Astral in the 16 Lab Racing RCF. Luke in tow behind in that GTR after, of course, serving his penalty. He slotted himself into fourth, which isn't bad considering I thought he was going to lose a few more. Astral, though, up the inside of Webby. Webby looks to take the inside corner back, though, off Astral. Elbows are out. Astral's out wide, but he keeps himself within track limits. Fantastic racing from the pair, but Webby is not giving up that second position for love nor money. He is keeping it with every inch of fight that he has. Keeping the inside line now, down into this sector. Luke also looking dangerous in the background as well, but Astral can't concentrate on that right now. He's looking to make his way round. Who's gone round again? Bit of a slide there, Silly Up Ute. He's gone round now on the same corner. So let's see, he's come round 0.5. No, he's just caught the grass, that's okay. No foul play there, just an incident for Silly Up Ute. He can get himself going, but he's now in 11th. Anyway, Webby still in control of this battle. Astral in tow with Luke, also dangerously behind. It's now Silly Up Ute serving a penalty across the line as well once he approaches it. No penalties, of course, for this group that we have running through now to complete lap 2 out of 7 here at Red Bull Ring. Webby still very much in control of this battle. 0.7 out in front of Astral and Luke. Astral, though, now having to worry more about Luke. Let's have a look from the rear end of Astral as Luke pushes on in that GTR. Really piling up the pressure now. He goes on the outside. Astral could not find any more of that inside line. Ooh, how's it? Very, very tight onto the inside for Astral. Bit of a slip and slide as he comes back through. Let's just watch that back just for a second as they both come back around. Little bit of touch and contact, but both drivers managing to make it through. Fantastic racing for the pair of them. Astral now clear of Luke, back on the hunt for Webby in his Ferrari in second place. Of course, though, whilst it's all going on, SAS absolutely walking away with it now. 4.5 seconds out in front on lap 3 out of 7. A fantastic dominant display from SAS so far. Webby, though, he's doing really well here. B-rated driver on the score sheet, but of course that doesn't always count for much, especially when we know people can use alternate accounts, or some people just don't really spend that much time in the dailies, but can in fact be incredibly quick racers. As we're seeing from Webby here, in fact, who is holding back Astral, the only A+ driver in the lobby. SAS was A+, but lost it due to, again, just a strand of a few bad daily racing. But again, SAS was once an A+ driver. Luke also providing a fair bit of pressure as well for Astral to have dealt with, but of course he's a second and a half out now. He's got Matt, the newcomer in the M6, behind in the... Matt in the M6, sorry, the newcomer behind. That made more sense, didn't it? But yeah, it's just weird seeing it, because obviously it's my name and it's the car that I drive, so yeah, it's just a bit odd for me to be able to say, but I'll deal with it. 0.5 penalties for both 6th position and 7th, and 7th, of course, occupied by JHS13. Who's had a bit of a recovery drive then from the back of the pits so far in his Ferrari. Not a bad run indeed. Webby then, still being attacked now by Astral. Astral really putting the lengths in. Let's go on board with the bonnet cam then of Astral as he attacks Webby. He's purple for the fastest lap there. SAS currently holding that of a 1:29.255. Of course, SAS has no traffic or any battles in front of him. Astral to be purple first sector whilst battling away with the Ferrari of Webby is still pretty impressive. We could be on for an incredible lap here set by Astral, including an overtake on Webby. Not into this corner though. Webby guarding that inside line. Not allowing Astral to have a sniff of it. Astral goes wide though. He's in the gravel. He's found the grass. Bit of a slip, but he's managed to catch himself. Definitely dropped him out of the running there. Webby can breathe again now. For how long, though, we'll see, and say we're just over the halfway point. Big slide there from Astral as well, heading onto those rumble strips. He's now got Luke 0.6 behind. So that GTR of Luke, once again, starting to look a little bit dangerous for the RCF of Astral. Who else have we got battling it out then? So, Matt in 5th did have Ayala. Am I saying that right, Ayala? I believe so, but anyway, Ayala behind in 6th in the Ferrari. Not too much going on there. JHS also serving a penalty. Has got Blaze on the outside. Watch your contact there, JHS. JHS currently just occupying in front. A little bit of a push there. Outside of the lines for JHS as well. Could potentially pick up a penalty. And Blaze actually catches a fairly decent exit from that corner and puts himself out in front of JHS 13, heading into the first hairpin. Side by side they go, but within track limits they stay. JHS now tucks himself in behind Blaze in the RSR. JHS now, it's up to him to decide on where he's going to attack and put a move on Blaze if he's going to. They go side by side up towards the second hairpin. Paves 24 just in tow in his Ferrari could also become a bit of a problem. JHS backs out and allows Blaze to have the corner. Paves takes advantage of it, as does Frosty Guy. It's now a 4-car race for 7th position. 7th all the way down to 10th, battling it out for the position. Currently, though, JHS looking most likely to put the move on Blaze for it in that Lone Star RSR. Blaze is holding it nicely, but Blaze, oh no he isn't, he's holding out the gravel now. That's unfortunate. JHS 13 moves through. Paves also makes a way through, as does Frosty Gamer in the RSR. Good battle. I'd say that was a fantastic battle between these fellas. But yes, the way that it's planned out, unfortunately, is that Blaze just caught the gravel and found himself back in 10th. It's now JHS 13 in 7th, occupying the front of this battle. Well, saying that, I wouldn't exactly call him involved in the battle anymore. It's now Paves, who's got Frosty Gamer going on the inside of him in the penultimate bend. Can he do... Oh, Paves going a little bit wide there. Frosty Gamer trying to give him a bit of room. Blaze now looking to take the position, and he does so. Paves now back down to the bottom, picking up a 0.5 penalty for doing so as well. That is a shame. Further back down the race then, Vantage. He's got a bit of pressure behind from D-Lox in the M6. AJ also having a battle with Silly Up Mutant 14. It seems like the lower part of the pack is really where the fighting is today. There is Hazard behind in that blue Rory 911. AJ, of course, in the OnlyFans R8. He's chasing the pink pig of Silly Up Ute. So once again, let's go on board with the bonnet view then of AJ. We could see a move being made here into the second hairpin. Silly Up Ute doesn't take the right or the left hand side on the rumble strips. AJ does. He goes for the better interest. Bit of a touch from D-Lox and Vantage there, but D-Lox backs out of it. Silly Up Ute, little bit of a skip, but managing to keep his position. He puts himself up into contention with the slipstream of Vantage and D-Lox. They are both side by side now. D-Lox takes the position though. He's on the inside. He's up into 11th. He has a late exit though. Poor exit from D-Lox, leaves the inside line going to Vantage. Vantage now back up into 11th. It's a tussle for the position back here in 11th and 12th. D-Lox now taking the position once again. Vantage runs himself really wide. He's out of the running now. Silly Up Ute. It's his turn to put the pressure on D-Lox. D-Lox, though, of course, we know he's actually had the most top 5 finishes out of all of the racers in RDR. He has incredible form. Not too sure if Red Bull Ring is his forte, though, seeing him down 11th. Oh, there's a battle up in front. Sorry, may I just come straight up to the top of the podium. We are on the final lap, and it's a 3-way battle now occupied by Luke in the blue GTR. Astral picks up a 0.5 penalty coming across the first corner. Webby on the inside of him now, looking to take advantage of his exit out of the first turn. Can he do so? Yes, he can. Luke goes second. Webby goes third. Astral, though, fantastic exit off that hairpin. He keeps third. He's ahead of Webby. It is nose to nose between the two cars. The Ferrari, though, just losing out the top end battle and slotting himself in behind the Lexus. Edge of sea racing here, guys. We have got Luke in second place in the GTR. Astral slipping and sliding in the RCF. Alongside him, Webby, though, in that Ferrari, not giving up the position. He's still in third. Astral with the 0.5. He will drop back out of this race now. It is Webby chasing Luke for second place. Meanwhile, 10 seconds out in front. SAS just serves a penalty out in the lead of the race. Let's watch SAS then as he brings the first race to a close. The first race winner for tonight, it's SAS in the SMFC M6. He approaches the line, first place for SAS. Second place goes to Luke, a second and a half out from Webby in that Ferrari. But well done, Luke, for your second place finish. Astral and Webby tussling away third and fourth to finish. Third and fourth, sorry, to finish the race there. Ayala in fifth, Matt in sixth, JHS 13 in seventh. Blaze in 8th, Frosty Gamer in ninth. Very close between those two indeed. Deluxe and Silly Up Ute coming close across the line as well. 10th for Deluxe, 11th for Silly Up Ute, 12th for Paves and 13th for Hazard. 14th for AJ and now Vantage approaching the line as well in 15th. A fantastic race though, guys. I think that might actually be one of the first races that we have ever taken part in where all 15 racers have stayed for the whole thing. So thank you guys so much for doing so. Matt Webb, naughty that Astral twice on lap 6 to 7. What happened? Had to put auto drive to answer the door. That's fair enough. I could have caught 5th, but about 10 seconds worth of penalties during the whole race. Yeah, that's not good. I'm a pinball, apparently, says Hazard. Remember, guys, if anything happened, let us know in the comments and we can go back and have a look. But well done to SAS for that dominant victory on Red Bull Ring. So, of course, we'll have a look at the results now. Yeah, some people will get a shove back. Yeah, guys, make sure to have a look. There was a wreck on lap 6 from Blaze, I believe. Is that right? Who was that involving, Blaze, if you could tell me? Lap 6, race 1, Blaze. Lap 2 at the hairpin, I got spun. Okay.
No!
Taking your cat out.
Yeah, bro.
Pushed way through on turn 6, lap 6, 7.
I hate
Is that lap 6 and 7, Webb? Lap 1 T2 I got crashed. Lap 1 T2. Yeah, AJ, I saw that, bud. Yeah, is that... Yeah, I have seen that one, bud. I have seen that one. I caught that one on stream and I've recorded it. Don't worry, it's been noted. So far noted, we've got lap 1 with AJ and Blaze. We got lap 2 with Hazard and lap 6 with Blaze as well. Well, lap 6 with Webby, wasn't it? Although that is in regards to shoving from Astral. I will say, as much as we do obviously promote clean racing here, a little bit of rubbing and racing is okay so long as no one is losing their position or having their races ruined. But lap 7 as well from Webby. We'll have a look at both of those for you afterwards in the stewards. Lap 6 and 7, Webby. Okay, noted. All right.
finally.
So,
I hate you.
look at it. Please don't remember any incident. Lap 2, Frosty Gamer. Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm waiting longer than you.
The guild's got.
Lap 2,
I'm
Frosty
sorry to be
Gamer.
proud of you.
Yeah, that's.
It's Deluxe
Deluxe isn't in the call, no. Panam is in. Ayala has left. JLO has joined. We are still back up at 100. But anyway, SAS, well done for winning. Where would you like to go next? I have a feeling I know where you're going to pick, though.
Yeah, same. Probably gonna. Oh,
Yeah, track change will be happening now. I'm just waiting for SAS. Oh, Road Atlanta. Nice call. I was expecting the Nordschleifer, but we'll go for some Road Atlanta. We'll go for 7 laps again as well. I quite like the 7-lap setup. We are at full capacity in the lobby. We're at 16 in the lobby. Refresh the lobby. No, we're not going to be refreshing the lobbies anymore on the Tuesdays, just to keep the racing running. But we will... Hang on. JLO. There we are. I'll just take a screenshot of everyone's anyway, just to make sure. But yes, we will let you know whenever. I will let, or obviously we'll let you all know whenever there is a space in the lobby. I lost what I was trying to say then for a second. But I've got everyone's thing saved.
Super's coming back
Final
out.
grid penalty will be served here. Yes, it will be served here. Deluxe has already served his. It's your turn now to serve your last one, JHS, and then that is you done for your penalties. But yes, guys, let's jump into it then. Practice is your qualifying.
What the hell's happened to your Vantage and Silly Computers from the same place at the same time?
10 mins. There we go. Can we do Bathurst Nest? Well, if you win, you can pick Bathurst.
No. Matt, look at my livery. It's
Look
a
at your
beautiful-
livery.
Yes.
In fact, for the qualifying, let's have all.
It's not a Grello. It's also not Grino.
Remember, guys, to smash that like button on the stream for us if you're enjoying what you see. And, of course, if you haven't done so already, smash the subscribe button with the notifications on to be notified of whenever we go live. We've got a newbie lobby coming up tomorrow night, so if anyone who has only joined, I think, what was our limitations? Well, it's 2 or 3 times that if you've joined us more than twice or 3 times, then you can't participate in the newbie lobby unless chosen. But if you've only come to one of our lobbies once or twice, then you may come. Yeah, is it twice or 3 times? I think it might be 3 times that we set. Troya has joined in. Hello, Troya. Let me just quickly... It is a nice livery, though, Panam, I must say. I'm just going to grab Troya's photo quickly and then come back. And this is, of course, now in aid of the video coming up. Of just getting everyone's driver shots so that they don't have to go through the effort of sending one in for us. But yes, there we go. How many likes are we on now, guys? Because I know that we have got 20 people tuned in watching along with the Group 3 racing tonight.
I've won to it in a minute.
15! 15 likes.
16.
16 likes. Fantastic. See if we can get up to 20 likes tonight, guys. Let's aim for 25 over the whole night. Of course, this is race 2 out of... Normally, it's about 5 races we can get out. And then, of course, we're going to be going over to the steward section. The steward section might take a little bit longer. It might take a little bit longer tonight because, well, I think there's 5 or 6 incidents. Let's go and have a look over already at the start. I do also, once we finish, I do have to go and share the replays for Sliced to be able to access them and have a look as well. And obviously then... You what? I did save the replay from the first race. At least I hope I did anyway, because if not, the whole idea of the race has gone to skew if. Unless someone else saved it, in which case, fantastic.
I saved it.
You did as well.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. There we go. Joel just confirmed I had saved it. Hazard has also saved it if I need a backup. The lads have sorted me out. We're all good. So, Matt with a 1:20.184 in the M6 so far. He's looking fastest. Of course, this would be one of the first laps out. JHS saving it as well. Thank you. 21 likes now. Thank you very much, you gangsters. Look at that. We're only 4 away from the lobby. Not from the lobby. Sorry, from the stream target that I set about, what was it, 5 minutes ago? You guys have smashed it. Well done, guys. Luke running slow, but of course he's just getting out of the way for everyone. Fantastic. It's what we like to see. I love this angle as we head through the chicane. It's a real great angle, that one. So, let's have a look then through at some of the liveries. SAS still in the SMFC M6. Deluxe in his Citroen. Lagging all over the place, unfortunately. Matt in his M6. Panam in the blue RSR. Talk us through the inspiration behind the livery, Panam.
I actually don't know from what race it is, but it's a Mantai livery, first form.
Nice.
Joel, do you know?
First form Mantai livery. Very nice.
Mantai first form, yes.
No, I like it. I like it. Hazard, of course. Shadow Realm Racing. AJ, the only fans R8. JLO with the UK Porsche. I like that. It actually looks quite nice. Not bad at all. Pink Pig for Silly Up Ute. Vantage in Rexy. Troya going for the Camel AMG. Quite like this design, I can't lie. Just smoking designs were just incredible. They always have been. Luke with his simplistic GTR design. Deluxe coming out the pits once again in his I think it's a Monster Energy Citroen. And JHS is in the pits in his Ferrari. And Panam's now just coming back out on track. I believe JHS's Ferrari is the Red Bull Max Verstappen livery. If I'm correct in saying that. Not entirely sure. But yeah, come on, fellas, let's behave on practice. This is why I do like the qualifying setting, because it means no, it's Franz Haman's livery. Oh, sorry, not Max's. I do apologise, Franz Haman's. Missing Pan Am and Deluxe driver photos. Pan Am's inbound. There it is. I do like your racing suit, Pan Am, I must say.
Hmm?
I like your racing suit.
Thanks.
Yeah, JHS, I got yours, bud.
Wait, which one am I wearing?
Deluxe with the Ferrari suit. And yeah, JHS is white with JHS 13 in yellow on the front, I think. If I'm right in saying. Fantastic. Look at that. Beautiful.
Can I be an absolute pain in the jackside? You can grab me a drink, please, baby. Have you literally... Oh, thank you.
And sip. Oh, it's cold as well. Beautiful, thank you. I rewatched the lap 2 incident, and I don't think I'm to blame, as we were 3 wide. I was middle and had a small gap on my right. Otherwise, I'm not a steward. I just want to share my perspective. No worries, Frosco. We'll have a look back at it anyway. I don't really think there was actually too much foul play that happened in the first race, if I'm honest. But yeah, we'll have a look back at it for you, bud, and we'll just see who's what and where later on, of course, with Julvo and Sliced on board. When we look back in the stewards, we'll be doing the stewards probably about, I want to say in about 2.5 hours' time. Who is not on the track? Astral, why are we not on the track? Oh no, he said he's taking his cat out, isn't he?
Unfortunately.
If you go... He's taking his cat out. I know, we're just not going to question it. I mean, I will be honest, watching Webby, Astral and Luke go 3 wide through the first turn was actually really, really nice. It was gorgeous bit of racing between those boys. And so it was a little bit tussly, but they kept it clean. They kept it on the track. It was good to see from last race. Of course, we'll catch up with that in the stewards. So just about 2 minutes left now of the qualifying time. But the looks for Astral will be at the back of the grid if he's unable to get out and do a time now. Hello, Loons. What is you doing, Loons?
One and a half more minutes.
Not final lap just yet, JHS. I'll call final lap after the clock clicks or ticks over to 10 or 10 minutes. Gives everyone enough time. I'm going to just stay on board with SAS though, as he's nearly a second clear actually with a 1:18.047. Christ, that's nearly like pre-update times. We used to pull like 1:17.4s. Silly Up Ute's left the room, which means there is a space for someone if they want to jump in real quick. Julvo, if you're in.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Wait,
Julvo is coming.
wait. Yeah, I'm in.
Now, of course, if Julvo finds himself involved in an incident tonight, then he will not be reviewing it in the stewards. He will just stay silent throughout the clip, and that is purely to keep it fair. Same goes, obviously, if Sliced is to join in. Sorry, DJ, just missing out on the space. That is unfortunate. Julvo has found it. Hello, Loons. Zek, Zach, GHG. That is a fast time, man. 0.999 from the next quickest man, which is Luke, with a 1:19.046. 1:19.391, then the time from Webby in the Ferrari. Webby's come in rather fast tonight, actually, hasn't he? Must say.
What?
Troyer's gone for the M6 now. Usually I qualify P12 anyway. To be fair, you had a bit of a recovery race last, mate. I will say it was a pretty good race. You came 7th, wasn't it, last race? Astral, can you set a lap? Ooh, I don't know. It's just clicked over. Who are we going to be watching then? SAS hasn't finished. Who's coming close to the line? Troyer was,
maybe
but Troyer's just gone round. Who's behind Troyer? Whoever's just gone past.
I'm in the chicane right now. So
Okay, I'll go off Pan Am's timer and then we'll call last lap. A little bit of a longer quali on this one, but it's all good. Right, there it is. Final lap. So then, Pan Am, if you can complete this lap for me, and then I'll know where we are on the qualifying. But everyone has now had a final lap attempt. What's that they're saying that, actually? Ooh, Hazard. Hazard with a 119.020. He puts himself up there with SAS. Yes, guys, if you finish, could you give me 3 minutes before starting or no? SAS, oh, mate. 3 minutes, it's a tough one. Whatever you need to do. I can maybe give you 2. Can maybe give you 2, mate. You're starting on pole. I'd hate to see that taken from you, but I've got to keep the show going, mate. If you can just be as quick as you can.
SAS on pole, yeah. No wonder Trad on pole, yeah.
Yeah, we'll extend your qualifying time out ever so slightly. And I'm not just doing it because it's SAS, guys. If anyone ever needs like a minute or so just before we start, I'd rather we ran with a full grid. So yes, I would allow you, but I can't go waiting more than about 2 minutes. Especially when we're at this stage in the game. Of course, if it's mid-qualifying, you guys can crack on, but at this point, no. Need Julvo when we have a sec. Ah, yes. Julvo's, of course. Right, okay, we have got 2 minutes now. There we go, we've got Julvo's. Okay, right. Alonso! Are we all ready then? I believe so.
No.
Well, we've banged it in anyway. Let's see if everyone's ready. Just while we're finishing off then, guys, smash the like button on the stream if you haven't done so. Let's aim for that 25 likes. Let's get it. Yeah, it looks like pretty much everyone's ready. I'm just waiting for SAS to come back. No, but if everyone says they're ready, they're not going to suddenly be unready, are they?
I'm not ready.
Well, hurry up.
Yeah,
We shall be getting ourselves going rather soon.
I'm ready.
I have got an idea as well. I reckon on one of the last races we make it a night race. Just going to throw that one out there.
And I just messed up. I was 2 tenths though. Astral's going to beat you there. Boom.
Right, SAS is back. SAS, hit me an R in the chat and then we'll get going. But yes, best of luck to all of the racers who are taking part tonight. Let's have a fantastic race. Remember, let us know the lap and who was involved in the comments, either in-game or in the YouTube chat, for us to be able to record the penalties. I'm going to have my penalty screen up over here, ready to go and taking any incidents down. Let's get ourselves into the spectating, then we'll just have the race info on once again so we can focus more on the racing. SAS out on pole once again for the second time. Astral also joining him at the top half of the grid. The lights are on, the lights are out. Pan Am with a false start, unfortunately, in his Porsche. He's lost his position, but SAS once again away in that M6. Astral in the RCF. Different livery this time for the 16 Lab Racing boys. He goes side by side around the first corner with SAS. Luke once again in tow. Webby finds himself off. Blaze also finds himself off. There's been a few incidents here. What happened here? Let's go back and have a look with Webby. Can't see here. It hasn't let us. Let's go back another 15. No, we can't catch what's happened to Webby there. That's unfortunate. We saw a few other people also catch catch a bit of an incident. I think it might have been SAS also caught one, but Astral now in control of the race with a 0.5 penalty above his head. Luke also following suit with the 0.5 penalties. Deluxe, he doesn't have one though, so across the penalty line it could turn around for Deluxe and he could start, he could actually lead the first lap as we cross the finish line. SAS now down in 5th with a 0.5 penalty. He must have caught the, must be an incident with Astral and SAS. If there is anything there, then we will look back on it. Lap 1, race 2, Stroll, SAS. Okay. Matt, though, running in 4th with pressure behind from Hazard in his Supra. Julvo then also joining in the fun there in Rexy. JHS 13, another recovery drive up to 7th so far for Franz Hermans of 458, sorry. SAS now running in 8th after serving his penalty. That's an unfortunate turnaround considering he was starting the race out on pole. But pole position is now occupied by Astral as he just makes it through the first corner around Deluxe in his Citroen. Deluxe now under pressure from Luke in the GTR in 3rd place. But these three are, well, they're within a second of each other, and then they are over a second and a half out from the next running man of Matt, who just runs a little bit wide coming out of the first couple of corners now onto the bottom of the chicken leg. I'll say it does look like a chicken drumstick, this one. I do need to I need to learn the corner names a lot better for a lot of the tracks, if I'm honest. My knowledge isn't the best, but yes, Matt occupying 4th place with Hazard behind. Julvo then in tow, JHS 13, then Panam, JLO, Troyer, AJ, Blaze, and then Webby. SAS now in 14th, and Vantage in 15th on the grass. That's unfortunate. Now into the barrier. Oh dear. Astral, though, 1st place and a second and a half gap between himself and 2nd place of Deluxe. Astral now fully in control of the race, starting to pull himself away from the pack as he does so. Fastest lap also for Astral at 1:19.4. Deluxe, he's fighting away with Luke in 3rd place. Well, Deluxe is in 2nd place, Luke is in 3rd. Luke goes up the inside, he makes it. Luke is now in 2nd place in the GTR. He occupies it, yes, Deluxe. Door is shut for him. That is a shame for Deluxe. He's lost the 1st position out to Astral. Now he's lost 2nd to Luke. But Luke, of course, one of the newer comers to the RDR lobby. He's not one that has been racing with us for months and months, but someone who's shown his face recently. And it is fair to say improvements have been made in all sectors for Luke in that blue GTR. He's loyal to it, and he is consistent with his racing so far. He's been coming on leaps and bounds in the lobby. Hello, RB. Welcome into the stream. You're joining us on race 2 of the evening. We're 3 laps in currently. SAS did start the race out in the lead, however he now finds himself in 13th position with a 1.5 second penalty, battling out with Blaze. He's had a nightmare of a race. However, this is now Astral's race as he's in the helm of it here, just a second out from Luke. Luke is climbing time fast in that GTR. He may have a little line on this track that some others may not know about. He may just be phenomenally consistently quick. We're not too sure. But let's watch as this race unfolds. Astral losing time again to Luke. Now just 0.6 between the pair. Let's jump on board then with the rear end of Astral as we see Luke crouch in through the first section of the track. Now lap 4 out of 7. Who was that? Deluxe? No, Deluxe has made it through. Sorry, I thought Deluxe went off on the grass there. So I thought I'd quickly jump on board. But no, 0.7 is the gap now. Astral really putting the hammer down to get away from Luke in that GTR. He does not want Luke to get close, because if Luke gets close, moves going to be made. And say this track is very wide for moves to be made either side. And say the Group 3 cars, they cannot cover the lines as effectively as some of the bigger cars can. Especially around this track, again, just with the width of it. Astral and Luke, though, 1st and 2nd place, now tied into what seems to be a tough battle for the pair. Luke on board with now in his GTR, in the slipstream of Astral in that 16 lap racing RCF. I do just want to have a quick look down the pack to make sure that no one else is involved in anything fruity. We got Hazamat and JHS, as well as Julvo and Troyer, all looking rather close. Webby just getting past AJ there. Oh, sorry, Blaze getting past AJ. Anyway, let's jump back on board with the leadership battle. This is where we want our focus right now. Astral picks up a 0.5 penalty. He's still in 1st, but it's going to cost him. He's now got to pull nearly a second between himself and Luke if he wants to keep 1st place at the end of this lap. It's 0.5 at the moment. Astral knows he's in trouble. Luke knows it too. And now the pressure is building. Luke is really going for it now. Luke wants that first place. And it could very well be his first pole position finish here in the RDR lobby. Especially as we know that there was an incident on lap 1 with Astral and SAS. You know, it could well be that Luke was the rightful winner of the race in the first place. It could have been written a few laps back for him. We'll see, but this 0.5 penalty at this stage, with Luke this close behind, does not look good at all for Astral. It's now going to be Astral having to attack Luke past the penalty line and into the chicane. Can we see Luke start to tear away with the race? Can we even see, let's go back down to, where's he, P11 now, where is SAS? SAS, oh no, he's down in 14th. We're not going to be seeing much from SAS, but we now have Luke in control of the race out in first. Astral now just, well, he's about a second behind now, and more into the claws of Deluxe than he is in contention for Luke and his place back on top of the grid. Luke, though, comes around the final corner to start the penultimate lap here at Road Atlanta, and he is first place. 1:18.370 is the fastest time of the race so far, set by Luke in lap 3. 1.3 is the gap between himself and Astral in second place. This is now Luke's race to win or lose. It is all down to the man in the blue GTR to see how he can finish this race. About a second and a half out to Deluxe behind in third, which means that Astral is trying to find as much pace as he can. Luke, though, a second and a half out in his GTR. I don't think it's bothering him. A 0.5 penalty, though, that can change things. The penalty line is approaching. Could we even see a side-by-side battle between the pair now as the gap drops just to a second between first and second place? Across the penalty line goes Luke in the GTR. Not the best momentum. It's only a 0.5 penalty, but it will see Astral close right in on him in that RCF. Here he comes. So, not really much vision from the back end of Luke's GTR, but we can definitely see that Astral was able to get close enough. Astral goes to the outside for the chicane. Luke does what he can to defend it, but Astral takes it on the inside. Penultimate lap, and Astral and Luke go too wide out of the chicane on the final lap, or before the final lap, onto the final corner too wide. Now Luke on the rumble strips, Astral on the inside, but it is Astral once again out in front of this race. He enters the first corner 0.4 ahead of Luke in second place in that GTR. Luke tries to come with a switch back into the downhill, or into the downhill S's. Not happening for him, although he is bumper to bumper with Astral. Luke looks up the inside, can't find it. Astral still holding first position out, defending within an inch of his life in the RCF. 0.4 is the gap now between Luke and Astral. Deluxe now looking to get involved with the battle too. Enough fighting has been going on for Deluxe to catch up. It could now be any one of these three coming across the line in first place. So far, though, it looks good. All three are running with no penalties as they head to the penalty line. It is Pan Am in fourth place in the first four-monthly race in 9/11. A fantastic recovery race from him, as we last saw him down in 8th place. But Astral still out in front. It's his home race here in the United States. 0.4 is the gap. Luke is closing fast. Astral sticks to his line on this chicane. Luke looks for the inside but can't take it. Luke can't get round Astral. All Astral has to do is navigate that RCF round one more corner, keeping himself in front of Luke, and the race is his. Around the final corner it is Astral first place, Luke second, Deluxe closely third, and Pan Am fourth. Has a fifth. Troyer across the line now in sixth. Matt in 7th place, Julvo closely behind in 8th. Webby now coming across the line in 9th with JHS 13 in 10th. Blaze in 11th and AJ in 12th. SAS unfortunately coming across the line in 13th, having started the race in front of the pack in first. 13th place for SAS. JLO also now coming around the final corner, rather wide as such in the British RSR. Finds the line there in 14th. Vantage also now approaching the final. Oh no, he's not approaching the final lap. He is being lapped. So yes, Vantage won't be finishing, unfortunately. But congratulations to Astral, Luke, and Deluxe for your win, or for your podiums on at Road Atlanta. Right, so sorry what happened at the start. SAS, if you could let us know. Lap 1, I don't know who. Webby, okay. I did see something happen to Webby. Why is Looney going nuts now? Did anything else happen? Put in a nice little lap there. Fair play. Took a big hit, lap 1. Okay, we will look back at that in the stewards, bud. And, of course, then any of the stewards' results will be then posted in the Discord after stream. But, yes, congratulations for Astro for your first race win tonight. So let's have a look at the stand-ins then for the race. Fastest lap. Who did fastest lap go to? Oh, it went to SAS with the 1:17.8. Phenomenal lap from SAS in the closing moments there of that race.
Aye, that was...
But yes, all grid penalties and all current penalties have now been served, apart from R. Langham, but R. Langham's not present in the lobby, so we're not going to worry about that. But no, fantastic race and an incredible last lap battle for Astral and Luke. I definitely think that could well be battle of the week. That was fantastic, but I can't wait to see that whole battle, not whole battle, but clips of that battle again in the recap at the end of the week. But Astral, as you have won the round, where would you like us to race next?
Matt.
Yes, Panam.
How about we do a comeback of the week channel? Because I went third to last to fourth.
I did see you come in. I did see you come forth. I did mention it. I'm not too sure whether you'd heard, but I did mention that it was an incredible comeback for you.
Because Panam jumped the start. I was behind him.
I did notice Panam jumping the start. I want a piece of this action. Well, we'll have to wait for a lobby to open up for you. We're just waiting for Astral to decide what track he wants to race at. Fuji. Oh, what a track, Fuji. Full course, of course. We'll go for 6 laps here at Fuji as it's a slightly longer race, but let's get straight into it. As soon as the lobby space comes up for anyone, though, I will let you know, Arby. As far as I'm aware, though, everyone has had their photo taken. Is that correctly? Have I got everyone's? Have we got Matt's, the newcomer?
I don't know.
I think we might have.
No, so
Yeah.
I got Swan.
Yeah, so we have.
T1 to start, and then I see the 3-car death go on in front of me.
Sorry.
Okay, so practice is your qualifying.
I do not like that driving British flag.
SAS hates this track. It's a love and a hate track. It's a Marmite track, you know. Not everyone's a fan of it. I quite like Fuji, if I'm honest.
He hates.
My favorite track. Home track for
Finally, maybe doesn't win.
Blaze, look at my livery. Went to practice more in Group 3, so I'm trying to join 2. Fantastic.
The thing is, I don't see liveries.
Who am I looking for? Blaze. Blaze's livery. There's space, no space just yet. This is the second best Japanese track. Of course, the Autopolis King would say that, wouldn't he? Blaze, I'm not too sure. It looks a little bit rotten. I must admit. Looks like what someone might find in a good couple of years. Yeah, some F's in the chat for Blaze's livery there. Of course, well, if he is an independent racing team and a barn find 4th of 8 was all he could afford, then fair enough to him. Did I just see 14B? Has he got 14B on the side? Ooh, Julvo switching things up and going for the McLaren F1. It's a little bit feisty. Having trouble taming it so far, but no, it's nice to see the variety. Deluxe in the Ferrari here, JLO in an NSX. Panam in his first for Manthe RSR.
Yeah, the thing is...
Who else have we got? JHS is back in Franz Hermann's Ferrari. Troyer back in the Camel AMG. Matt's still in the M6. Vantage in Rexy. AJ still in the R8 OnlyFans. Hazard in the Shadow Realm Supra. SAS in the M6 and Astra in the RCF. We have got a fair amount of variety on the track today. It's not a complete show out for Porsches or M6s like we've seen. McLaren F1, that's a box with wheels, I confirm, says DJ. I distinctly remember seeing you driving a McLaren somehow. That sticks in my head, DJ. So yeah, I know your I know your opinion on the matter is from experience there.
14B is my racing number for my mower. Cool. Yeah, and say Blaze, he participates in lawnmower racing in Texas, which I think that's actually quite cool.
That is the most Texan thing I've ever heard.
It is. It is. And say that screams Texas, but I think that's quite cool.
Texas body.
I'd do it. Listen, if I had a lawn big enough and I had a lawnmower powerful enough, I'd do it.
This ain't Texas though.
We're from across the globe. We are a globally recognized YouTube community now.
Say that.
I mean, yeah, maybe not globally recognized, but we surely open it up. That's a hell yeah motorsport.
Hell
I don't think
Hell yeah.
Vatican's seen us.
Aero hangs bigger in Texas, even our lawnmower racing.
Never do that again.
Never.
I'd love
Not even in like 5 minutes when you all may have forgotten about it.
No, I
Is
won't
that
forget
worst
that.
redneck impression I've ever heard?
I'm not doing a full redneck impression on the stream. I'll do it off
Do it.
stream.
British, most British.
Do it after stream. I'd do it after the streams.
You gonna set the wee woos off. Hey Cletus, get back here.
Hey, get back here.
You just sounded normal then, Panam, I can't lie.
Huh? What?
Yeah, I don't think accent's your strong point.
Give me the bread.
So what?
I need the bread. I'm part of the bread cult. Give me the bread.
No, you're not part of that man.
I'd rather we didn't admit that we were part of any cult. Genuine question.
Part of the bread.
Do you mow the grass while racing, or is it ready beforehand? Do you know what? That's a very interesting question, because considering you are racing lawnmowers, surely there's some form of part of lawnmower racing that includes mowing actual lawns? Like,
I don't think it does. Sadly.
I mean, yeah, I guess if they're doing circuits, it's a bit hard, because obviously, well, unless they change their height of mowing each lap. I guess just, I'm guessing maybe lawn mowing and lawnmower racing are just two separate things and they don't attach the pair.
Yeah, no, duh. You've never seen it. You're doing it in Britain.
It's a dirt track, but some of the mowers have 100 plus horsepower. Now, why do you need 100 horsepower on a lawnmower?
Why not?
Yeah, that is true, because Texas, yeah. That is the only answer we can validly accept for that, can't
I
we?
mean, why not? People are tuning a goddamn Renault Twingo for the Nürburgring 24 hours, so... The Twingo.
Do you know what? Best of luck to them. Those Twingos, they roll like it's nobody's business.
Oh, you! Advantage!
We also had a Dacia. We had the Opel.
Big slide from Astral. Luke out in front. Luke is hungry for that podium. My next race is this Saturday. Well, we'll all be cheering you on, Blaze. The RDR community will be backing you in the lawnmower racing.
If I win, I'm gonna choose Willow Springs.
That's what I was just thinking. We will get an RDR sticker and send it out to you. And you can stick it on your lawnmower. And then it will be the first ever official Red Dragon Racing lawnmower.
Blaze, I'll be cheering for your opponent.
I personally think that that sticker alone will add about 5 horsepower.
About 5 hamster power.
5 Porthcawl donkeys. I will do it. Yes, we will set it up. We will get some stickers and some merch and stuff made at some point.
Yay!
Woo!
At some point. At some point. I did not say now, but at some point.
That could be when we're all 50 and shriveling.
Pre-follow.
I don't think it'll be that far in the future, but it certainly won't be today or tomorrow.
It will be though.
Maybe after the 1,000. Maybe after there's 4 digit. You know, if there's 4 digits on the subs, I think it's right that we have a merch channel that starts. Or not merch channel, but a merch stall.
Not today or tomorrow.
Yeah, we won't be hitting 1,000 today or tomorrow. I'd be very surprised if we did. So then, is this last race? No. This is race 3 out of 5, so we're about the midway point on this race.
Oi! Oi!
Pan Am with a 1:39.318 so far. Pan Am, after this lap, would you like to take us on a guided lap tour of Fuji?
I'm coming up. I'm coming up.
Can we do a 24-hour of Le Mans at 1,000 subs? That sounds good. I did say I wanted to do a 24-hour live stream.
Kaboom.
Right, Pan Am, take us through the lap.
I mean, braking. Oh my god, the PS4 like yeah, braking for Daiichi turn 1. Hi, Haas.
Hello.
What are you doing back there?
I've just come out the pits.
Braking for turn 3, Coca-Cola corner. Go wide, but not too wide. And there's a few different lines here through this corner.
There are a few ways you can take it.
Yeah.
Bit of a
100
slide there.
hour. No, into the hairpin, yeah. Through this little let out section, 300 hour.
Can we just not put Pan Am on the Sky Sports F1 team?
What?
The energy
What
he brings is
especially not-
unmatched.
Especially not on the English one. Hell nah, I'd rather go to the German.
JHS, what are you sorry for, sir?
Not die, please.
He might be apologising to the other Matt. You may need to start getting more specific and numbering us 1 or 2. Accidentally bumped the other Matt. Ah, okay, not me then.
Matt C and just Matt.
Yeah, just put like RDR Matt or something if you're talking to me, and then I'll know.
RDRM.
20 seconds, and we shall be going. But to be fair, Pan Am is now on his final lap, so I'll call final lap in 10 seconds.
I'm just starting my lap now. I'll do the last one. I think. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'm the last one.
I haven't been to Fuji since the RDR race where I killed the entire grid in turn 1. Really selling yourself as a fantastic racer there, JHS. Which is strange because he is a fast racer. Like, you wait till you see him on Thursday in the Super Formula. He'll be really, really quick. He is very fast in Super Formula, but then in Group 3... Oh, I was saying that in Group 3, he's actually quite quick in Group 3 now. He has picked himself up a fair bit.
Yes.
He does shoot himself in the foot a lot. He managed... Well, that's why he had to serve 2 race bans this stream. Or 2 race bans, sorry. 2 back-of-grid penalties this stream instead of 1. Because he dropped himself in it in the Discord by mentioning that he joined the newbie lobby under a fake name before.
Hey, Jake. Oh,
I've been practicing and yes, I'm an idiot. It happens. It's all good.
all good.
We dealt with it, and we went as easy as we possibly could because of just, it was a bit of a victimless crime, but it was funny. I know, but you still did it. Right then, so that would be the final lap driven out by Pan Am across Fuji Motor Circuit. So far, Pan Am is out in pole with a 1:39.3.
Oh.
Nearly going faster there, but just well. What's that? 1800th off?
Thousands.
Matt Red delivery, you will see it from a mile away.
That is rather bright.
Yeah.
Pink and blue. I mean, there's one way to get yourself spotted. We are not going to be missing that whilst on the circuit, are we?
I will make it to the YouTube.
I will get my screen time. What's the inspiration for the livery then? Talk us through it.
I just download delivery and change the colours.
Did I mention I plan to join this newbie lobby under my new alias? Yeah, JHS, it's a weird way of doing it, but his reward is racing bands. He just loves them. Me and Matt are already planning a double team for the 24-hour Le Mans stream. First dibs. Oh, we're doing it in teams, are we? Although, to be fair, I will be running it technically as a single car because, obviously, well, we're going to be just driver changing throughout the thing, so...
Ooh, huh? What's going on? What is talking about?
24 hours live stream, 1,000 subs. Right, yes, so let's get ourselves ready. Are we all good to go?
I'm purple.
Only 6 laps here around Fuji. Of course, it's a slightly longer track. But yes, this is race 3?
I did a 1:39.
Yeah.
3:18 twice.
Me and Sarah each on the team Bosch Global. Fantastic. You also done it?
I put myself. Hello, Julvo.
Oh wow.
I pooped
You
myself.
did?
Okay.
You
I
did?
upgrade myself.
Me, Alan, and Sky Blue Logan is too. Wicked.
Julvo, come on.
Yeah, I do myself last turn. Okay,
So what does RDR do in this instance then? I'm just trying to think quickly, because obviously if everyone else has got their teammates in the race, in the 2 different
How about you get
sectors,
Ash in?
how are we... I mean, it'd be nice to have Ash in, but it's whether Ash actually wants to do it. It's 2 different things.
Why are you getting
Yeah,
this?
I think it might just be it might be Casper.
Why are you hitting your teammate like that? I'm gonna kick you off the team, bro.
Onboard footage soon
I'm
coming to
on
my
the
channel.
reserve,
Fantastic.
okay.
Yes, anyway, though, are we all ready? Right, best of luck to everyone for the
Extra, do you
racing.
have a livery on your car?
Let's get ourselves into it then. Race 3,
I'm just seeing
Fuji
the standard
for
one.
6 laps.
Yeah, I got a livery.
Yeah, my storage in game is full, so I need to delete some replays or something. Because I'm just seeing you in standard livery. And Joe as well.
Wow.
We have a few months to train Casper, and that is right, JHS. So I don't actually know when we're going to be hitting 1,000. This is the horrible thing, is we can't just schedule it in. Right. Anyway, so it's now Panam on the top half of the grid. Luke, though, joining him in 2nd place. Astral 3rd, Troyer 4th, 5th for SAS. Webby in 6th, Deluxe 7th, and Blaze in 8th. The lights are up. Away they go. Panam away first in the RSR. Luke actually away much quicker. He goes 1st place in the GTR. Troyer in the Camel AMG. He goes 2nd. Webby 3rd. A fantastic push-up for this race here. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, there's a few people round. There's a few people everywhere. Who is involved in that? Vantage picks up a 4-second penalty. I think it's fair that we go back and have a look at what happened for Vantage as to why he picked up a 4-second penalty. It won't let me watch all the way back to the start, which sucks. So we're going to have to come back and look at that in Stewards. But someone was at fault there. Lap 1, race 3, T1. Okay, Vantage brake late. So Vantage, I mean, he's got 4-second penalty plus running 15th. I think it's fair to say that he's already punished himself in a sense, but I do think there could be a little visit in the stewards there coming up. We've got a yellow flag up ahead. Who went round on the yellow flag? I can't see, but I spent most of this race trying to figure out what was happening, so much so that I've actually missed everyone falling into their line. So Deluxe in 1st place, SAS in 2nd, Webby in 3rd. Webby's actually rather close to SAS in that S or M6. He's looking to his local man because Master Stream will be joining us to wait able to race consistency would be hard. Don't want to join if we have to quit out halfway through the race. No, exactly. Right, so SAS 2nd, Webby 3rd, JHS 13 in 4th, Astral in 5th, Troyer 6th, Blaze 7th, Luke 8th, Julvo 9th, AJ 10th, JLO 11th, Matt 12th, Panam 13th, Hazard 14th, Vantage in 15th. SAS running really wide on turn 1. He loses a few spots. JHS goes round. He finds the barrier. It is a shame, but both of those move down. SAS filters himself back into 3rd behind Webby in 2nd place. Deluxe, though, in control of the race, still 2.5 seconds out. Webby has now got pressure behind from SAS and Astral. SAS and Astral also tied into a battle. These two are both phenomenal racers, so I'm sure... Oh, a bit of a shove out from SAS there. I think we should go back and have a quick look at that. SAS and Astral. Oh, I don't know. That's going to be hard to come back. I picked the complete wrong cameras there and cocked the cameras up, I'm not going to lie.
But we'll have to come back and have a look at that. Lap 2, SAS and Astral. Once again, these two. I mean, they are friends outside of the racings. I don't want to go ahead and say that a rivalry could be forming here, but certainly something could be happening. I'll say SAS backing down and allowing Astral to take the position, I believe, there maybe, as Astral has found himself in now 12th, behind Matt and Hazza. Troyer now finds himself on the podium, chasing Webby in that Ferrari and his AMG Camel from 3rd. Deluxe, though, he's 2 seconds out in front of Webby in the Ferrari in 1st place. Blaze, 2.5 seconds out in 4th, battling it out with Luke. Blaze, just seen that. Careful with what you're doing. Luke in 4th place now in the GTR, putting himself onto the inside for the first corner, and he makes it. Blaze looks to go up to the inside. Julvo looking to join in as well in the McLaren. Julvo can't find his way around just yet. Blaze also has the door shot on him by Luke in the GTR. Yes, Luke taking a very widely defensive line there, you know, making sure that he is as quick as he possibly can be, not giving up anything for Blaze to take advantage of. Julvo starting to actually drop back from these two now. Troyer also rather close to the back end of Webby. Webby now 2.5 seconds out. Must have been a little bit of a mistake from Webby somewhere along the lines, but it has put Troyer rather close. He's now just, he's just 0.4 out off the back of the Ferrari. We've just lost Hazza. Hazza, what's happened? Let me know. There is a space in the lobby though for someone who wants it, as Hazza has dropped out. So far, Webby is defending Troyer off nicely. Troyer's going to, so you're really going to have to keep working hard. Silly Up Utes back in. Hello, sir. They're bumper to bumper now between 2nd and 3rd place on lap 3 out of 6 here at Fuji. Troyer now looking at the inside of Webby. We could see a move even being made here into the 1st corner. Across the penalty line go both Webby and Troyer, neither one slowing down. Of course, no penalties above either one of their heads. 2.5 seconds still out from the lead. Yes, we could be seeing a move being made by Troyer in turn 1 here on lap 4. No, not quite. So I'd say still tussling and throwing the position back and forth between the pair. But no, actually Troyer does come out on top. Troyer at 2nd place, Webby now in 3rd in the Ferrari. Doors shut on him, Webby goes up the inside, they touch. Troyer runs slightly wide, however, the contact was there. Webby on the outside, Troyer comes up the inside. Meanwhile, Luke and Blaze are also battling it out. Luke still ahead of Blaze, Troyer now ahead of Webby still. He's managed to keep his lead. He's gained from the 1st corner of lap 4, and it's now Troyer, the Frenchman, in chase of Deluxe in 1st place. Nearly 3 seconds out is the gap now from Troyer to Deluxe. Luke has got a lot of pressure behind from Blaze. Blaze goes on the outside in his Ferrari. Can he make it round? Not quite there. Luke just gets the upper hand in the chicane, finds a nice exit. There it is. Blaze and Luke still bumper to bumper. Ferrari versus GTR on lap 4 here as we are in the closing section of this lap. Luke still occupying the helm of this battle between the pair. Doesn't want to give either side up, inside or out, so he's taking it very defensively. Blaze, though, finds the wall. Was there foul play? Was there contact between the pair? I don't believe so. I think it was just a general mistake from Blaze, which is a shame. But Blaze is now down in 9th, and it is on Julvo to catch up to Luke for 4th. Julvo now in 5th though in the McLaren. Hasn't really done much in the race, hasn't really put too many moves on anyone, but still having a fantastic race so far. Just hopefully, of course, as he is one of the RDR guys, we can see it convert into something a little bit more than 5th for him. But of course, that said, there is still a lot of talent further up the field that is performing fantastically well, such as Deluxe, who's currently on a fastest lap as he exits section 1 here on the penultimate lap. We've got Troyer in 2nd place in the Camel AMG, and Webby in the Magnum Marelli Ferrari, in 3rd. 2.5 seconds back, then is Luke in 4th, and Julvo now just a second, just over a second out from Luke in 5th. JHS 13.5 penalty above his head in France amongst Ferrari, but he's running in 6th. JLO in 7th in the British RSR.
He's got a little pressure behind from Pan Am and Astral. Of course, Astral was at one point leading the race. Pan Am and Astral both run wide. Pan Am just coming back in front of Astral. However, the better line out, or better exit, sorry, from Astral puts him just up ahead as they both enter under Dunlop Bridge and enter into the chicane. Astral ahead now in 8th, Pan Am in 9th, AJ in 10th, Blaze in 11th, SAS 12th, Matt 13th and Vantage 14th. Deluxe though still 2.4 seconds clear of Troyer in the AMG. He's in second place, 2.5 seconds clear of Webby in the Magnum Marelli Ferrari. Luke in 4th place with a 0.5 penalty, as with Julvo with a 0.5 and JHS 13. So 4th, 5th and 6th all picking up penalties. Webby, Troyer and Deluxe, of course, no penalties on their head at all as we enter the final lap here at Fuji. Oh dear, my throat is starting. Not what we want. Oh, so yeah, I might now have occasions where I'm in the middle of talking and I go dead silent and I just cough my lungs up, in which case I do apologise. But yeah, there's nothing really I can do about that. So Julvo has got a bit of pressure behind from JHS 13. Seems to be the closest battle here on the last lap between the top 6. Considering, yeah, everyone in front of Julvo just seems to be in their own little bubble. No real pressure in front or behind. Julvo and JHS, the only ones worth staying on board for the final lap then, or so it may seem, especially in the top half of the grid. Tell you what we will do, we'll just have a quick look back down through now. JHS and Julvo, and say nothing too much happening, 0.4 between them. Potentially a move from JHS coming up into the chicane, so we'll just stay on board for that, but then I'll just go back through the grid and have a look if there's anyone else that can finish our lap up for us. No move made into the chicane for JHS. He can't get around Julvo just yet, although he is rather close. Julvo in that McLaren, just hanging on now for the last couple of corners. He's just got to keep that McLaren ahead. Not really too much of an attacking opportunity left for JHS. As we now join on with Deluxe, who approaches the start-finish line for the final time at Fuji. Has had a fantastic race for him to be coming first. Troyer also coming second place. I think this may actually be one of Troyer's first RDR podiums, so well done for that. But Deluxe in first place, Troyer in second, and Webby in third. Luke comes across the line in 4th. Julvo and JHS 13, Julvo 5th, JHS 13 6th, Astral in 7th position, Pan Am very closely in 8th, Blaze in 9th, having just gotten round JLO in 10th. SAS comes across the line sideways in 11th, AJ in the OnlyFans R8 in 12th, Matt in 13th, and then Vantage now approaching the final corner in 14th. I'm not too sure if we're going to see Vantage finish the race, but I'm not too sure what was going on. Lap 5 T1 for Blaze. Lap 5 T race 3 T1 Blaze. Okay. I had the pace to keep the podium till I wrecked. That is a shame, JHS, and say it must have been tough, that one. I say I still think you still came 6th, so that's not bad at all. Sorry, Troyer, for that little elbow in turn 2. I lifted in turn 3, the sweeper. That's okay, and say so long as it hasn't been reported back to us, then it should be okay. But any issues, of course, make sure to report back. So let's save the replay before we carry on. I can share them there and then, so I think I can't do it now. Sorry, Sliced. I need to have started doing that. I will do that for next time, so it's easier. I promise. But the lobby leaderboards then as it was. Deluxe though did not take the fastest lap. That went to Troyer in the AMG. Webby in 3rd, Luke in 4th, Julvo in 5th, JHS in 6th, Astral 7th, Pan Am 8th, Blaze in 9th, JLO in 10th, SAS in 11th, AJ in 12th, Matt in 13th, Vantage in 14th, and Hazard, who disconnected, in 15th. So, with that win, Deluxe, where would you like to race next? Oh, mate, I'm so sorry as well, I missed it. You're going to have to clip it and put it back. Matthew Hayes smashed into T1, lap 1. Lap 1, T1, Matt. Welcome into the stream, though, by the way. What happened to Pan Am, mate? I have no idea. Pan Am, have you got any light for us on that?
I got spun somewhere in the race. I don't know where.
No?
But
Oh, well, that's helpful.
I think happened, but that was
I don't
an
know.
accident.
Anyway, guys, that was some fantastic racing. Let's smash the like button on the stream if we haven't done so already. I think we're on about 21 likes, 22 likes. So let's aim for 25 likes if we can. And remember, of course, if you are new and you haven't done so already, smash that subscribe button for us as well, with the notifications bell on to stay involved whenever we go live. We go live on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and hopefully now we'll have a video out for you on Sunday as well. Last lap, last three corners. What's this? AJ, is this where you got spun out, or?
Yeah, I got spun. I think I got spun out. I don't know. That's why. Between me and SES.
L6, race 3, AJ, SAS. Sector 3. There we go. Okay. Hope you and Sliced have time. So far we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 incidents to go through out of 3 races. So we are off to a fantastic start. I think we're going to be here for a while. I'm going to join voice chat for the stewards. This will be good. Yeah, I'd say we're going to be here for a while in the stewards, I'd imagine. But Deluxe, where are we heading to next, my man? It's up to you.
He said second can choose.
Second can choose. He always says second can choose. Who was second place? It was Troyer. Troyer, where would you like to race then, my man? It's up to you. I press things. Second place can choose or random wheel. I don't have a random wheel set up for the tracks. That'd be fantastic, though.
Sure, shut up.
Ooh.
I know.
We all know what he means.
Seaside.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta do gardens, bro.
Gardens, shut up.
Gardens.
Tell you what, should we put it to a poll? Should we put it to a poll for everyone? Croatia, seaside, or gardens?
Gardens.
I'm gonna vote gardens.
Vote in the chat, guys. There's a poll up now. Where are we going in Croatia? Are we going to seaside or are we going to gardens?
Gardens, bro.
Let's vote gardens.
Yeah.
A lot of people are voting gardens, actually.
Yes.
We never do
Gardens,
gardens.
bro.
We've never actually run it in Group 3 setup, if I'm honest, but it's
For
looking
real.
good
That is
for
wrong.
it. I thought he meant seaside. I was
We've done it
literally
once.
just going to stick seaside. It is always seaside, but we love seaside.
We've done GR3 at Gardens once.
We have done GR3 at gardens once. Okay. At least we have done it
When?
once before. We've got 19 votes in. There's 19 people viewing. It makes me feel
Bro,
that we
bro,
are...
It's unanimous, bro.
75%
Gardens, bro.
It's 75% gardens. Okay. F. I prefer the C. Ah, that's a shame, Troyer.
Too bad.
Did not, Troyer, my man, I hate
boy.
to say it, but you know, if you were more specific, this wouldn't have happened. We'd be watching a seaside race right now. But no, never mind. It's going to Dragon's Trail Gardens. As anticlimactic as that is, I know. But yeah, 75% of the votes went to Gardens, so that's where we're heading off then.
What car is good around here?
I have no idea.
one with
Troy will
4
make it
wheels.
up to you with a wet race next. Says
The car drove
JHS.
my mom
We're
when
not
I
doing a
went
wet
to
race. Not
Okay.
today. May do a night race
I'm
though.
going to JHS on purpose. I'm
Night
going to
Nürburgring
take one
at
race
night.
fan. I don't care.
It's
That's
just
been
strange
night, it's no
seeing
hot.
Gardens again on Group 3. It's not for me. I always associate it
24-hour
with Group
layout,
4.
and then
Give us 15 minutes prep here.
give like 20 minutes, please. Like,
Nah, 10.
Again, you guys
just
were
jump
present.
straight
You
into
guys
it.
were here in the call when I said how many incidents we have to look back on the stewards already, right?
yeah, there's gonna be a lot more on this track.
Oh, JLO's left. Need to leave, thanks. No worries, JLO, but there's no space in the lobby.
Because I don't
Yeah,
know
let's
this
just
track
go
at
with
all.
all the
to
new
be
practice.
honest.
Let's wait for
Casper
everyone
loves
to
gardens.
take, and then we start.
The lobby space has
Gardens is
gone.
10
Who has
better,
taken
so-
it?
Having something different.
Ah, it's DJ. The horns. That means one thing and one thing
chat.
only.
There's
And
a
that
giant
Mario
airpin
the
on
Spaniard
dash.
shall be gracing the lobby with his presence. There he is, DJ
Who likes that
MD19, the A plus S driver. in to unsettle the ranks. We've got 3 A+ drivers in now, 3 A drivers, and 5 Bs. The rest are Cs, Ds. Oh no, we've got another A in, so that's 5 As. 1, 2, 3, 4 A's. Sorry, 4 A's. Driver photo for DJ. Do you need anyone else's driver photos?
Sorry, I have not.
You got bandages? Yes, we have got bandages. I distinctly remember that. I've never raced this track, says Blaze. Well, that's interesting.
Me neither.
I have just
we've got everyone's sweet.
I have raced it.
Yes. Let's see the times roll in then. I don't even know where we're looking at time-wise here for Gardens. I'm not too sure that this is going to be... I don't know, is this going to provide some great racing for us? I hope it is, but...
Yes.
Or some great stewards. What are they to do?
Oh, that's SAS's lap come to a finish. Astral continuing on with his then. Let's stay on board with Astral.
DJ.
The thing is, I only know the braking points for F3500s.
You only know the braking points for the F1 cars?
Yeah, the 90s F1 cars. Yeah, I did a league race here.
Yeah, that's not a very good reference point for a Group 3 car, is it?
I can tell you
We'll sort of see where the laps are coming in though now as we're on board with Astral finishing up his first lap. See where he stands.
To be honest, I don't know shit about this track. This is the first time racing on it.
Well, 1:32.9 opening out.
the fastest lap of the one race we did here before the bob changes was a 1:30.7.
1:30.7.
Before the bob update was the one.
Okay, so that's, I'd still say that's a relatively quick time, bit of room in it. As found by Pan Am with a 1:32.078. You kept that quiet. Pan Am just casually goes purple, doesn't say a word. Fair enough. Webby third. Webby has been consistently top 5 in the last in the last 4 races, hasn't he? Last 3 races.
Oh my. Don't hit the exit curve of the chicane.
Telling me that now.
Yeah, a bit later. Sorry. Not you. The Met in game. That's actually racing.
Oh, terribly sorry about that. Just coughed into the mic. The cough snuck up on me.
Everyone's in the way.
Deluxe goes second with a 1:32.7 in the Citroen. What can Webby do then? SAS currently 9th, just ahead of him.
Ain't nothing gonna break my
I do
stride.
like Webby's livery, I'm not going to lie. It is nice to see something other than the Ferrari liveries. As gorgeous as they are, it's nice to see something else. So 1:33.3 for Webby, no improvements on his time. 5th place still, 2nd place though for SAS with a 1:32.5. Pan Am still reigning supreme though with that 1:32.078. Luke though knocks spots off it with a 1:31.7 with pressure behind from AJ.
Yeah, I'm giving no pressure at all, to be honest.
Okay, there's been no pressure at all from him, fair enough. Yeah, Luke is looking fast here. Pan Am and Vantage side by side. Then Pan Am currently, of course, now 2nd place. His blinder of a lap was stunted by Luke in the GTR by a mere, 0.3. Right, I will share this replay once I save it. I'll try to anyway. I'll try and
Let's get
remember.
out.
Because it's just force of habit to just save it and then press back once it's saved. But I need to save them and share them for Slice to be able to have a look at them as well, because he'll be reviewing clips.
Just a second.
Pan Am, where's our time then? Let's have a look. 1:32.129. Doesn't better his previous lap. Although it's just a bit of a statement to his pace for the race coming up, though, I will say. Vantage, what are you doing, lad? I don't know, what is Vantage doing?
DJ.
He's blocking AJ currently with a 2-second penalty. Matt seems to have gotten around him in the M6, though, and he's now just behind the current leader in the form of Luke. Blaze in the Lone Star RSR. I have got a little bit of a gripe about the game. I'm not so sure whether it's worth airing or not, though. It's a very mild one, but it's to do with the pit stops. Now, AJ on his R8, I can see that he's got centre lock wheels, right? Centre lock obviously being just a single nut to get them off. Blaze has got 5-stud wheels, which would surely in theory mean that if he was to pit and change his tyres, they'd have to take the wheel bolts out first, no? Surely? Like, but they don't, do they? If Blaze is to pit and change his tyres, they just sort of gun it quickly and it comes off, which sort of leads me to think that if it doesn't really make a difference to the game, why offer a centre locks at all, other than cosmetic value? Hit me off last lap on a fast lap and he wasn't. Okay, yeah, let's try and keep it as we are qualifying. So Vantage, if you aren't on a fast lap, you've got a penalty or whatever, or you've made a catastrophic mistake throughout the lap, just move yourself on over and get out of the way. If you feel that you're blocking someone a bit too much, just pull out of the way and brake if it is your lap that's ruined already.
SAS spawn. Skill issue.
So far, though, it's looking like Luke first, Pan Am second, SAS third, Astro fourth, Julvo fifth, D-Lock sixth, Webby 7th, DJ 8th, Troyan 9th, Sillyupute 10th, JHS 11th, AJ 12th, Blaze 13th, Matt 14th, and Vantage in 15th, with all 15 cars out on the track. Tell you what, I'm going to use... Who am I going to use as a pace? Who's just coming across the line now?
You still have 1 minute.
D-Lox, yeah, D-Lox is coming across the line on his lap. Trying to find someone who's got about a minute left in their lap.
I don't, but I can make it so that
let's go off JHS 13 then. Let's go off JHS 13. So there was about a minute left in his lap, except he's now found the barrier, which is not good. He's got himself going again, but yeah, not the best of starts.
I mean, I'm
Shame,
starting
but,
up now.
Pan Am, you're starting a lap now, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's jump on board with you then.
DJ, P2.
Crumpen, how are we, sir? Welcome.
Right, let's just call final lap. Get it ready. There we go, final lap. It's all good, Vantage. Just again, make sure that you're not blocking when it comes to the qualifying. Just take it in mind for next time, bud, that's all. So, Julvo approaching the corner. Can I come in and drive with the guys? Terribly sorry for yawning there, but yes, yes, you can. Shall a space come up? It's first come, first serve. It's open lobby, so whoever can get a space can keep it. Of course, though, if someone needs to go off for, say, like 20 minutes, they're not allowed to just sit in the lobby, though. No, I'd rather they at least gave the space to someone else able to race. But other than that, though, it is open lobby. Everyone is still completing their laps. I say everyone. There's 3 in the pits. 4 in the pits now.
Just waiting for everyone, again, once they finish, to head to pits, or at least to exit off of track, so that we know that everyone is ready. Yes, and then we'll be getting underway with race 4 out of 5 for tonight. And then we'll bring on what will be a lengthy steward session, as we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've got 12 incidents already from the first 3 races, so yes, it's going to be a very long steward session indeed.
No, I spun up the last corner.
Okay, well, let's ask if everyone's ready. Renault R28 from Julian. Panam, you've left. Why have you left?
Fucking reasons.
Okay, do those reasons involve not swearing? Can you explain them without swearing?
No, they involve parents.
Ah, the parent reason. I see. Well, anyway, Krumpen manifested a space, and it was delivered. We've lost one German. We're replacing him with another. APR Krumpen has managed to connect. So let's get Krumpen's driver photo for you.
Matt,
Yarth.
when are you going to ban ARPS from counting?
Are we banning ARPS from counting? I really think that he should be banned from counting, because he's doing nothing but messing up the good work you're all putting in there.
Yeah.
JHS, ban him.
It got me fuming.
It's got you fuming. So for those that don't understand, in our Discord, which is pinned on top of the chat, we've got a counting game that literally is as it says on the tin. We just count and see how long we can count for until someone messes up. And it just so happens to be that one of our regular members, ARPS, he likes to mess it up quite often. I'm not going to say it's on purpose, because I don't think it is, but yeah, he
numbers on
He
purpose.
can't count for shit, that's it.
There we go. As AJ put it, he just can't count. Right, anyway, so we're all ready. Silly Up Ute is saying wait. Why are we waiting, Silly Up Ute?
Whose car? I am going to flip and kill myself.
Oh, lovely. Panam's announcing he's going to unalive himself on the stream. Fantastic. Right, anyway, I'm still waiting for... I don't know why we're waiting for Silly Up Ute. Why are we waiting for Silly Up Ute?
Why are we waiting for me to actually be able to do every single race in a one?
I'm more than ready to get going.
Bro, he's driving on the track right now.
Yeah, I'm right behind him.
Yeah,
Setting
no.
a lap.
Okay, we're going then. He's not allowed to settle up. We're going. Not waiting for him to settle up. Right, best of luck to everyone. Let's get into race 4 then, around Croatia. Dragon's Trail Gardens.
Just lost my dog.
It's the time that Panam has to go off, bud. You managed to complete the lap. Fair play. So Luke out on front then. DJ in second. Krumpen third. Julvo fourth. SAS fifth. I think it's reset itself just to... DJ jumping the line in his GTR. Luke gets away nice and cleanly. First place for Luke. Krumpen gets himself around. Astral drops himself all the way back. Oh no, sorry, DJ drops himself all the way back. Krumpen challenging Luke for first corner. Bit of a tussle there between a few people. Everyone making it round so far cleanly. Let's see, yes, all the way down to Vantage. But Luke still in control of the race as we enter then the chicane. Krumpen second, D-Lock's third. There's a few people around. Silly Up Ute. Silly Up Ute, what was happening there? That looked a little bit dodgy. Touch from Matt, which put Silly Up Ute sideways. But luckily he was able to recover. Was there anyone else that suffered from that? But unfortunately, lap 1 Silly Up Ute. We're going to have to come back and have a look at that now. Fantastic. Whoa, who's backwards now? Is that SAS again? What's happened now? Oh, I missed exactly what had happened. Oh, come out of spectate as well. That was stupid. Right, anyway, let's jump out of this. There we go. back on board now with our information. There we go, fantastic. So yes, Luke in charge of the race still as we come to a close on lap 1. He's got Crumpen about a second behind, and Deluxe is around about a second behind from those two as well. Julvo applying a bit of pressure in the LSR Porsche in 4th place. Really climbing up to the back end of Deluxe's Citroen now. Pressure starting to mount now for Deluxe. Weaving either side. Julvo moves over to the right. They go too wide into turn 1. Julvo just about puts himself in front by a nose cone. It is Julvo in 3rd. Deluxe now trailing behind in 4th, but Deluxe has the inside into the chicane. No, it is Julvo that comes out on top. A progressive move there from Julvo, putting himself in 3rd, but Deluxe attacks back with a nice exit out of the chicane. They go too wide once again towards the hairpin. Julvo in 3rd place. Deluxe in 4th. One of these two will go. Deluxe has the inside for the hairpin. Will this come through for him though? Can Julvo make it around the outside? Bit of a slide from Julvo, but he still picks up the exit speed. He is there, still too wide with Deluxe. Lap 2 now. Fantastic racing between the pair. Deluxe just tucking himself up in front through the S's. Slightly better exit out of that corner than Julvo. Just shutting the door on him in the LSR Porsche. So, Julvo having to rethink now on his attack. Webby also starting to close in. Julvo really starting to amp the pressure up on Deluxe in that Citroen. All over the mirrors of it. Julvo looks to go right wide now. Was that right? Yeah, it was on the right side. I was thinking it was right. Oh, Julvo goes wide. Difficult exit back onto the circuit, but keeps himself in check. Doesn't lose too much time. Still Luke in charge. Crumpen 2nd, Deluxe 3rd, Julvo 4th, Webby closely behind then in 5th, Astral trailing then in 6th in the 16 Lab S or 16 Lab RCF. Matt in 7th place, JHS 13 in 8th, Troyer in 9th with Blaze closely following in 10th. DJ now down in 11th having the poor start. AJ in 12th and SAS in 13th. AJ's in a bit of a fast man sandwich here, so not the most ideal place to be at all. Let's see how he handles that with the laps coming up. Silly Butte in 14th and Vantage in 15th. Luke though 3.5 seconds out clear in the front of this race. A dominant display from the man in the GTR so far. Crumpen in the AMG, a 2nd place. Nice cool gap of nearly 2 seconds behind to the man of Deluxe. Astral then also in 4th place. Now starting to look a little bit of competitive on the back end of Deluxe. What happened to Julvo? Julvo's now down in 6th, fighting behind Webby and Astral. He was, of course, ahead and in 3rd fighting with Deluxe, but not too sure what's happened to him. We'll have to find out afterwards. Of course, if there was any foul play, I'm hoping he would have let me know by now. Currently, though, 13 incidents to look back in the stewards. So it's definitely going to be a long haul stewards. We're going to have to try and speed it up somehow to get through it, but should be able to be done with the replays being shared over so that Slice is viewing them in real time, and of course Julvo doing so as well. That's so long as, of course, Julvo doesn't get involved in any incidents in this race, because in which case he'd have to sit this one out. But Matt has got JHS not too far behind at all now in that M6, and he is closing in fast. So as we can see here on board then with the back end of Matt, as we watch Julian in that Ferrari start to close the gap between the pair. Bit of a cautious entrance onto the chicane for Matt. Oh, he's found himself into the gravel, and JHS 13 slides past. Troyer also taking advantage of the move. Of course, Troyer finishing 2nd place in the last race. Blaze, he's got a bit of trouble with DJ, SAS. He's about 2.5 seconds behind in 12th. He hasn't had the best of runs so far tonight, which is a shame. He started out very strong indeed on Red Bull Ring. No spaces in the lobby as of yet, sorry Zach. Luke, though, still 5.5 seconds out in front of Crumpen. Crumpen's 2.5 seconds clear of Deluxe, and Deluxe having hassle from Astral in the RCF behind. If we just jump on board then with Astral as he chases down Deluxe in that Citroen. Lap 4 out of 6 here in Gardens. I'm on till 10. I'm not too sure. We've got one more race after this anyway, Zach, and then it's over to the stewards, mate. Phenomenal running for all the pair so far. Deluxe is holding out third position really, really well. Not giving up an inch of room for Astral. Astral's got Webby just behind, but far enough out, so you can see just how close those two are. However, Julvo, as we're watching, a sneaky little move up the inside of Webby. Goes Julvo there. Fantastic move indeed on the penultimate lap for our resident man, Julvo. Astral just making his way past Crumpen falling to 2 places, down to 4th, having a disastrous exit off the chicane. Deluxe now in 2nd place, a mere 9 seconds behind Luke in 1st place as Luke enters the S's for the 2nd to last time here. Deluxe still having pressure from Astral. Astral now pressured by Crumpen, and Julvo once again joining the battle. Webby behind Julvo as well, also looking rather competitive and looking to get involved on the last lap. Troya, I've just seen behind her. What's happened here? Blaze is round. That's not good. Let's just skip back and make sure that nothing untoward happened with Blaze. He's come round, he's caught the grass. It's just unfortunate for him. Caught the grass and then in turn the barrier. But let's jump back aboard then with Astral in 2nd place as he's got less than a second out behind to Deluxe, and there is literally about 1,000th between Deluxe and Crumpen right now as they go too wide into the final box section here at Gardens before heading on to the final straight. Deluxe out in front. Julvo sneaks up the inside into 4th. He gets round Crumpen. Crumpen now down into 6th. Julvo in 5th. Webby actually puts himself through into 4th, and Webby is now chasing Deluxe on the final lap. A fantastic move for Webby, puts him in 4th, 2 positions gained for him. He's managed to get himself around Julvo once again and around Crumpen. I'm not exactly sure what happened to Crumpen, but he had dropped a few places, as of course we last saw him in 2nd place. Deluxe has got a 2.5 now out to Astral, and Astral is 10 seconds back from Luke, our race leader. Deluxe, though, he's got Webby, 0.4 out behind. Julvo goes round, just catches a bit of a poor exit there, maybe even a bit of pushing from Crumpen. We'll have to come back and have a look at that. So what was that? That's lap 6. Race 4. Julvo, Crumpen. Of course, Julvo, you won't be able to take part in that steward session now, but that's okay. Well, not that one specifically anyway. Of course, it'll just be me and Slice having a look at it. But Julvo now down in 9th, Crumpen in 5th. Webby pressuring Deluxe in the Citroen. Let's jump on board with the bonnet view then of Webby as we attack on the final lap. I am conscious though that Luke in the GTR is approaching the line in 1st position after an incredibly dominant run, 10 seconds clear. Luke in 1st place. Astral round the final corner now and straight to the line in 2nd. He's in the 16 Lab RCF. He's had a phenomenal race as well to a place 2nd. There it is. Deluxe is in 3rd. Webby 4th. Crumpen 5th. Troya and DJ closely in 6th and 7th. JHS 13 and Julvo in 8th and 9th. And then SAS in 10th. Matt in 11th. Blaze now coming around the final corner in 12th, with AJ in 13th, Cilia Butte in 14th behind, and then Vantage on the final section in 15th. So yes, there we are, AJ and Cilia Butte crossing the line, just waiting on Vantage, but unfortunately he won't make it. But yes, congratulations to Luke on your 1st place victory, Astral on your 2nd place podium, and Deluxe on your 3rd place podium as well. Webby, a fantastic race from you as well. You have been very, very dominant in the lobby tonight. Crumpen, we are going to have a look back at that incident on the last lap with Julvo, but we will we'll see afterwards. But other than that though, mate, if everything is all fine, then a fantastic race for yourself as well.
Hello.
Hello.
SAS left.
Save replay, share the replay. Okay, round 4. There we go, that'll do. Sliced, so round 4 is pushed there. Sorry, Julvo, for the little push. Oh, Crumpen it was. We will double check back on it. I mean,
So what's the last track?
I'm hoping that there's a lot of obvious ones that we can just sort of look at and think, yeah, that's that, and then move on. There's not really any that really toy our decisions, because we've got a fair few to look back on. So yeah, obviously in the nature of speed and the process up. So yeah, I'm just currently sharing the replay for Slice, so I don't have to do it after the race, because Slice has asked me to be able to do so that he can steward along with us. this is race 4 that I'm sharing now. Obviously, as you can see or as you saw in the title, it says R4. So everyone, of course, who's friends with me is able to go and have a look at the race as well and see what they saw themselves. But then the results, and again, this is just sort of more for my benefit later on when it comes back to editing. But Luke first, Astral second, Deluxe third, Webby fourth, Crumpen fifth, Troyer sixth, DJ seventh, JHS 8th, sorry, Julvo 9th, SAS 10th, Matt 11th, Blaze 12th, AJ 13th, Silly Up Ute 14th, and Vantage 15th. Once again, another race where we finished 15 man strong. So thank you all so much for that, guys. Yes, but as the race winner, Luke, where would you like to go then for the final race of the evening? Where are we headed? Smash the like button on the stream, guys, if you haven't done so already. Baby Dragon's just off up to bed. Night, night, mate, darling.
You know what track to pick?
I'm sure Luke does know what track to pick, but it's definitely up to him. We'll have to wait and see what he says. Suzuka wet, Luke. Yeah, I don't think he said that, did he, JHS? That's JHS fooling everyone in the chat, that is. Don't worry about it. Blaze's wheel came loose mid-race. That is a shame.
Wow.
I'll say we've only got 2 from that race to look back on. We got lap 1 with Silly Up Ute, and that could also be Matt involved in that. So I'm just
I got a straight from that. I got a 2-second penalty from that.
How did you get a 2-second penalty?
Silly Ute was slowed down so much he was basically standing still on the track, and I hit him head on.
Ah, I see. Oh, Troyer has shouted into Lagos. That's actually a good shout. Zach says Autopolis. No, he didn't say that, Luke.
It's
Luke did not say.
Autopolis.
He didn't say that.
Say it right.
Where is Luke? Do you know what? Good question.
I'll pick.
We're waiting for Luke to pick the track, but Luke seems not to be replying.
If Luke doesn't decide, I'll pick.
I'd say if he doesn't come through with his choice, then we will leave it down to second place. In this instance, is Astral.
You don't want to pick Astral.
Please.
Astral. Don't do Nürburgring, please.
Let's check Luke's in stream first, and he's not just joined for the shits and gigs. Isn't it mad that we're 15 subs away from 600 subs? Like, it doesn't feel long ago at all that we hit 500, if I'm honest. No, this is why we're going to come back and have a look, so I don't think it was. I think you took a bump from somewhere, but I just saw your name in it, so that's why I've related it to you. But don't worry about it. You're not going to be getting penalised for that. We'll come back and have a look at it, and we'll penalise those who did. Lucky Luke. Yeah, he's got a couple of more seconds to answer. Couple more seconds to answer, and then it will be Astral's choice. So Astral, get your track choice ready just in case you do get picked, mate. But as second place, of course, it's up to you if Luke doesn't reply.
24-hour dark.
I did say a dark race tonight.
24 hour later.
Just wherever we go, fellas, please, can we keep it clean? The steward section is long enough as it is.
Think about it. Ooh, he's Magnum running till midnight again.
No, we're gonna do it.
Bathurst at night, says JHS. That is a shout. So no Luke. Astral, where are we going, bud?
Oh no.
Astral,
please.
where are we going?
For my own sanity.
24 hours of Nürburgring at night.
Oh,
let's go.
Let's go. No.
We'll do 2 laps of this.
No.
Let's go.
There's literally no point doing qualifying. We will not get our chance.
No, we won't.
Yes.
Matthew Hayes is going through with Bathurst. I'll say, do I class as a newbie then, as this is my second stream? Yes, you do, Webby, so we can see you back tomorrow.
Where have you been?
Okay, well, we're not doing qualifying for it, of course, but we will start in the sunset, and it will go dark here at the Nürburgring. No practice in the Nürburgring. No, we're just going to jump straight into it. We haven't got time to practice. Who's laughing like Goofy on trial?
Astral.
These nuts.
Yeah, and say anyone that has participated in 2 or less streams, You guys can come to the newbie lobbies tomorrow, but those that have been in 2 or
I'll
more
be joining
streams,
there.
you guys obviously can't, unless you are personally invited.
Yeah. Get on our level.
I will say, I will give him, JHS has been clean today. Haven't had an incident where he's named to the stewards yet, I don't think. I can't see his name on my list of people that I've got to go back and have a look at, so I
One
think
good livery,
we're
yeah.
okay.
I think I'm on there.
Anyway, let's get ourselves in. Just everyone give me a ready. I did also see a comment earlier from SAS saying that it was probably one of his worst nights. And do you know what? I unfortunately have to agree with you. You haven't performed the best that you can tonight, mate. I will be honest.
I mean, now granted, he did win a race though.
He did win a race at the start, but then it just all went downhill for him. He just had bad luck after bad luck. It was unfortunate. So everyone is ready then?
Yeah.
Okay then, well, no further ado then, fellas.
Astro.
This is it, the final race for tonight's Group 3 racing, and then we'll be back tomorrow with the newbie lobby. But of course, after this, we will be going straight over to the stewards. But best of luck to everyone that's taken part in this last race. Without further ado then, because of how long it is, let's get ourselves in for 2 laps of the Nürburgring 24-hour layout. And of course, we're starting in the sunset, and hopefully it should go dark by the end of the night. So yes, very careful into turn 1, please. It is very tight. Careful of your radars, guys. Keep your radars on and keep an eye on it. Remember, you can't win the race in the first corner, so don't bother trying.
You can lose it.
Right, best of luck to everyone in the race then. Let's get into it. 2 laps then in the Nürburgring 24-hour layout. Final lap here for the sprint setting tonight. And remember grabbing Kian. Yeah, I'd say that was a bit of an argument, that one. Let's not get into that one, though, especially not here on the last lap. We've got DJ out in the front of the grid, Astral in 2nd place. Away they go. Luke in 3rd, Crumpin in 4th, Deluxe in 5th. Deluxe, though, a lightning start in the Citroen, pushes himself up now to 3rd. Astral occupying the inside line into turn 1 here at the 24-hour layout. Deluxe, he makes it too wide through the first corner. A few people, bit sideways, a little bit backwards, a few bits of pushing and shoving as everyone seems to run a little bit wide. What's happened here, fellas? Come on. That wasn't very clean. Luke's just backed out. No point in anyone joining the lobby, if I'm honest, as of course we are now going to be switching it over to stewards after this race. Zach running a little bit wide in the RDR Porsche. Bit of a contact there from Zach on the inside of Silly Up Ute. Zach, I'd like to see you give that position back to Silly Up Ute there. You took it with a little bit of contact on the inside, pushing Silly Up Ute wide, and he has now lost the space to Blaze, although he's gaining it back ever so slowly. He's also now got a bit of effort, or a bit of a problem with Vantage, but he gets it round clean enough. Silly Up Ute now, it's just having to reset at the back. But Astral is in charge of the race so far. How many stewards incidents have we got? So far, we're at 13, 14, something like that. But yes, Astral out in front, Deluxe in 2nd place, and DJ in 3rd. Crumpin in 4th place, of course, home race here for Crumpin and Julvo in 5th. JHS 13 in 6th, Webby in 7th, Matt in 8th, and Zach in 9th. AJ in 10th, Blaze in 11th, Vantage in 12th, Troyer in 13th, and Silly Up Ute in 14th. Astral, though, occupying the race as we head on to the Nordschleife then for the first time here at the sunset in the Nürburgring for the final race of the Group 3 sprint evening. Deluxe in 2nd place, about a second and a half out, with DJ just closely behind in the M6. Crumpin also following suit in the M6, very close behind DJ indeed. So if we just jump on board then with the rear-facing camera on, or with DJ's M6, we can see Crumpin starting to apply the pressure early on to DJ. Of course, A+ driver in this M6 that we're currently on board with, so the pressure isn't going to be too much. A little bit of pushing and shoving there, as we can also see that Deluxe in 2nd place has picked up a 0.5 penalty, so hopefully as long as he doesn't get any more penalties throughout the rest of the lap, that won't affect him too much come the penalty line at the end. But Astral out in front, 2.5 seconds clear. I think it's fair to say that he is looking good so far. DJ and Deluxe still having a bit of a battle. Crumpin also sniffing around the back end of this battle as well, just waiting for any mistakes to come from these two drivers, and he'll be taking advantage of it. And say some very fast drivers here, all heading down into in towards Foxhole now. Deluxe still occupying 2nd place though. Crumpin and DJ very much tussling it out for who battles Deluxe for second. JHS 13 all the while, though, he's about a second and a half now, nearly 2 seconds behind from this battle. He's in 5th place with Webby just about a second behind, and Julvo following suit in the KUS Porsche as we head through Foxhole. Matt in 8th then in his M6. He's been loyal to this M6 all night. We haven't had a change from him yet that we've seen, but of course in the upcoming lobbies, who knows, he may change over and pick something new. But if not, it's nice to see another loyal favourite to the M6. Zach also with a 0.5 penalty in the RDR Porsche. Troyer in 10th place in the Camel AMG. Siliop Ute in the Pink Pig. Vantage in Roxy, AJ in the OnlyFans R8, and Blaze in the Lone Star RSR. Astral 3.2 seconds out. I definitely think that this is the battle to be staying on board with so far then, or the bonnet view then of DJ as he hunts down Crumpen for 3rd place. Of course, DJ was on the podium at the start of this race. I'm sure he'd very much like to get back there. It was in fact Deluxe occupying 4th position at the start of the race, but a fantastic start for Deluxe. Put him up into 2nd place where we see him now defending off Crumpen. Bit of a slide from Crumpen there in 2nd place. DJ's taking advantage of that now as we speak. Just starting to approach the back end of Crumpen rather fast. We've got a very fast section coming up now as well. So we could see it change around between these two once again and see the podium change hands. JHS still a second and a half out behind this battle, so not looking competitive with it just yet. Webby also under a little bit of heat from Julvo as well behind him in 7th. I can see that just a little bit further back, so we'll jump on board with that in just a moment. So long as Crumpen and Deluxe have finished battling by the time that we do so, because currently Deluxe is having to defend within an inch of his life to the M6 of Crumpen. He is just placing that M6, dancing about in the mirrors of the Citroen, really showing Deluxe what he wants to do. How can Deluxe respond to this? I mean, it's a bit of a tight position. There's only so much you can defend on an absolutely flat-out section. It's just now down to who can hit the brakes the latest on the entrance into the carousel. Crumpen now finds himself in 4th, and DJ, with a little bit of patience, is back onto the podium into 3rd place. Also now just behind Deluxe, of course, in that Citroen. That 0.5 penalty, though, is still looming above his head. Still all to play for. Bit of a tussle between Crumpen and DJ. Crumpen finds himself round, as does DJ, as does Deluxe. It's a 3-wide tussle that's gone wrong for these lot. That is a shame. Let's go back and just double check what happened, but it's now JHS 13 in 2nd place. They went 3 wide into the corner just before the carousel, and it went wrong for all 3 drivers, causing all 3 of them to disappear. So we'll have to add that to another incident now. So lap 1, race 5. Carousel. DJ, Crumpen, and Deluxe. Okay, that'll be one to come back and have a look at. But anyway, 2nd place is now occupied by JHS 13. Crumpen was able to keep himself going from that incident. He's now in 3rd. Julvo in 4th, battling closely behind as well. Webby also in 5th in the Ferrari, not too far out from this battle at all. Crumpen has just pushed JHS wide. Can we have a look back on that to make sure there was no foul play involved in that move? I think it was. Crumpen took the inside line over the corner and took JHS out from that. I think we'll be having another look back at that as well. Crumpen, I must say, mate, it is not looking good for you in the stewards, mate. That's a fair few incidents. So Astral, just about a second ahead, must have had an incident which caused the yellow flag. He's now got Crumpen massively gaining in on him. Crumpen's still 2nd place, of course, with a few incidents to look back, although it is not looking good for Crumpen so far with the incidents that I have witnessed just on the live camera here, watching along with you guys. Astral still under an immense amount of pressure from it. Let's jump on board then with the bonnet view of Crumpen, see if he can make a move heading on the dot in the hole around Astral. Astral, of course, rocking the RCF 16 Lab Racing. He has been in the 16 Lab Racing RCF all night. He ran a special livery for one of the races. I'm not too sure exactly which one it was. I can't remember, but we have seen a special livery from him. As we go side by side then, it is RCF versus M6 as we head down Dottinger Hole. We got JHS on the podium in 3rd, with Julvo behind
in 4th, Webby in 5th, with Troyer not far behind in 6th. Silhouette in 7th, DJ now in 8th from following on from the incident. Zach in 9th and Deluxe in 10th, Matt in 11th and AJ in 12th. Blaze in 13th, Vantage in 14th, and that completes then our grid thus far. Astral still battling it out with Crumpen as we head now towards the final section. Astral just bringing himself out in front of Crumpen then as we head onto the start-finish straight to begin the second and final lap here around the Nürburgring 24-hour circuit. Heading into the darkness here at the Nürburgring as well. Crumpen across the line there in second place. Julvo 4 seconds out from first and second place so far, occupying third, haven't got round JHS. Fantastic turnaround race so far for Julvo, just hoping that it can convert out for a podium for him. JHS though in Franz Hermann's Ferrari, very close behind indeed. Webby in his Magnum Marelli Ferrari, he's in 5th. Troyer in 6th in the Camel AMG, Silhouette in the Pink Pig in 7th, and then DJ in 8th with a 0.5 penalty that of course you'll have to carry now for the rest of the lap. Let's jump back aboard though with the first and second battle, which seems to be now taking the focus of the race as we finish the race off, of course. Still yet to get onto the Nordschleife between these two, but there is not much between the pair at all. Just half a second splits Astral and Crumpen for the lead of this race. Astral has held the lead of the race for most of it so far, only slipping occasionally. I think we must have just slipped off the start, but other than that, it has been Astral's race. Crumpen is fast, as we can see. He has got the pace to be here up in the top half of the grid, especially up onto the podium. However, I think there are a few incidents of just Crumpen, I think, getting a little bit ahead of himself, a little bit too excited and in the moment with the racing, and just putting that M6 into a bit of a vulnerable position for another driver. So we're going to have a look back into the stewards of that one as well. Once again, though, Slice, I will let you guys know. Vantage has left the lobby now. Astral, bit of a touch from Crumpen, but Astral keeps himself ahead. I will share all the races once we finish as well to get all ready for the stewards, but I've shared race 4 already for you. No worries, Vantage, we'll catch you in the next one, bud. So Julvo in 3rd place has got JHS 13 now battling behind. If we go on board with the bonnet cam, we can now just really start to see how the night is taking effect for the racers, and how the lines are starting to change, and how they're now more reliant on the instincts given to them as racers as opposed to the lines they can see in the broad day. Let's have a look at just our race info then. Okay, never mind. So it wants to display all the information. There we go, it's off now. Fantastic. So 0.5 penalty for JHS. He's got Webby just behind him as well. Of course, JHS in Franz Hermann's Team Redline Ferrari there. Webby behind in his 458. How's it looking up front? Still very close indeed. Astral now heading on to Foxhole in 1st place, still in control of the race. Crumpen, though, still also looking competitive and close behind. Let's jump on board then with 2nd place as he chases down the lead of this race through Foxhole. And I don't want to say it, but I have got a feeling that if all of these incidents that do involve Crumpen throughout this evening, since he's joined, I mean, there's 1 from race 4 and 2 from race 5. Yes, I will do Zach's thank you, my love. But seeing these incidents come through, if they do play out to be Crumpen's fault, I think Crumpen, unfortunately, you may even be looking at a race ban here. Then say there were quite a few incidents which had catastrophic outcomes that we'd like to look back on. But still, though, very close between them. Half a second splits 1st and 2nd on the Nürburgring. Now, final lap here in the dark. I did say at the start of the stream that I wanted a dark race because, you know, the aesthetic of a dark race, it just really changes the mood and really, you know, sort of darkens everyone's race. Not in a nasty sense either, just in a mood where, you know, sort of everything changes a bit. People aren't looking to just sort of mess around, have a bit of fun. They're looking to put a serious shift in on the racing. Now JHS pushing and giving that Ferrari absolutely everything to keep himself ahead of Webby, Troyer and DJ, all behind him. DJ, of course, with a 0.5, as does JHS. So we're going to be seeing those two stopping at the penalty line. Very, very close between the pairing up front, though, indeed. We're going to jump on board with the bonnet cam of Crumpen as he attacks Astral for the lead of the race. Krumpen, of course, is on home territory here in the Nürburgring. This is his home ground. He wants a decent result here. I mean, second is a phenomenal result in itself, but I'm sure he is hunting for more. We haven't got too much of the Nürburgring left to cover here for Krumpen to get the move, but there are still a fair few sections which Astral could lose a little bit of time if he's not careful. This here being one of them. The speed that you can carry through this liftoff zone here is incredible, and of course down to the carousel where we saw Krumpen have an incident last lap. He dived up onto the inside and what appeared to have caused the incident between the three racers, which did then lead to Astral taking the lead. No, that wasn't Astral taking the lead of the race, sorry, that was second place being lost by Deluxe. But Astral then down onto the carousel, very close behind is Krumpen. Must have been bumper to bumper near touching there. One luck away from our target, guys. If you haven't already smashed that like button, it really helps boost our channel and spread what we do here at RDR. Muchas apreciations from Casper. Yes, guys, if you haven't done so, smash the like button already, please, guys. It really does help us out, and of course, we're aiming for 25 likes. We're only one away from that. It only takes one person viewing to make us hit our target tonight, guys. Haven't gained any new subs either, so if anyone is watching and you haven't already subbed, just hit the sub button. It's free to do so, and then you're involved with the community. But big accident there from Astral. Astral has caught the grass on the inside. He now finds himself battling for first place. For the first time in this race, and it's now Krumpen's race to lose. Through YouTube Corner we go. Krumpen now in the lead of this race. Astral having to reset from second place now. Let's see if he can pull a move out of the bag and get himself back around the M6 at Krumpen. We have 29 likes. Sick. Oh, okay, in that case we're still one away. Oh no. Astral has a tough time, finds himself in the grass and now out of the contention for the lead of the race. What an absolute shame. It was Astral's race all along. He was flying through this race. Unfortunately, though, it hasn't come can't come through for him, and it is APR Krumpen who currently heads out the lobby. As he heads now through into the second carousel and then towards dotting a hole for the last time here in the lobby. 5 seconds clear down to Astral. Astral's got 2.5 seconds back to Julvo, who has also had a phenomenal race to come third place in total. 8.7 seconds back from DJ, who did start the race at the front of the grid, I do believe. JHS battling for the position, though. It's a battle of the penalties on the final lap. 0.5 above both of their heads. Oh, now it's a second for DJ. We will be watching DJ dropping back from JHS 13. JHS 13 secures himself into fourth using a penalty. Will it stick out though, or will Troyer come through and snap up any remaining bits? On board though with Krumpen as we head towards the finish line for the last time tonight in the Group 3 racing. I would say it's been a phenomenal race for Krumpen, but there are a fair few bits we are going to have to come back on. I'm just afraid that the couple of incidents in the stewards that we're going to see is going to shadow out the victory for Krumpen here, but Krumpen first place. Astral coming now through in second place. Julvo not far behind in third place, and that is your podium. Well done to those three drivers. JHS 13 in fourth place, having held it out from Troyer and from DJ. JHS 13 in the Ferrari comes across the line in fourth. Troyer and DJ near photo finishing for fifth and sixth. Webby in seventh. Deluxe now approaching the line in eighth. Siliopute in ninth, and Matt now approaching the line in 10th. Oh no, the chair started squeaking. Matt in 10th. Zach now approaching the line in 11th. Very, very slowly. Why is he waiting? Oh, he's waiting for Blaze. Fantastic. Blaze in 12th. Zach in 11th. AJ in 13th. That is a shame. That you span Siliopute, but it does happen, my man. It does happen. But yes, 3 positions raised for Krumpen.
We are just going to have to come back, though, of course, and double check those incidents. But this is how the grid stood for this race. It might be a little bit of both. You might be unlucky and excusing it. But no, I have been there though. I'm not gonna take the mick, mate. I've been on the other side of that, where it is like you know in yourself that you know how to race this track, and
here's his track and he picked it. Why?
lap 1, halfway round.
Can we also get a applause for Ventus trying to dive bomb me after he crashed?
Zach and Matt. Stewards noted APR incident, isn't it? So dirty move. Yes, we're going to come back and have a look at it, bud, which we will be now moving on to. Replay, save replay, and share it. So sliced race 5 is now also being shared. So I've just got to share races 1, 2, and 3. Sorry for the incidents, was my fault at Stress Slack before Carousel. I didn't expect that that they will break so early. I will be honest, I think there's going to be a few more incidents just from that, Crumpen, but we will have a look back. But no, thank you everyone who's joined in tonight, guys. It's been fantastic to host for you. Well, the lobby, of course. We are now going to be switching ourselves over to the stewards review. Just let me know what lap and roughly where that the silly up mute dive bomb was as well, by the way, because I hadn't recorded that one down. Was it lap 1 or 2?
I was just been sent to the shadow realm.
Whoa.
Hello, are we back?
Hi, hello.
Guys, can you hear me? Are we back?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, we've only got 3 viewers though, we've lost everyone. Fantastic.
That's a glitch.
I don't know.
We know it isn't.
Oh, we have gained a sub though in the downtime. Fantastic. We are back. Yes, guys. So sorry about that. My whole computer decided to freeze. But the PlayStation stayed on, so we didn't lose that. However, what we did lose. We have. Yeah, I've lost the entire text document. So all 15 steward incidents, I think, that were all noted and written down correctly on my notes.
Oh no.
Is gone.
Oh, that's...
So
Don't know it.
all of that work.
No penalties? Question mark.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what we do in this incident, to be honest, because
Race review.
You're gonna have to go back.
Let's go through. Yeah, how about let's just basically just repeat the first couple of hours of this stream. I was looking then as if I could see it. Obviously, it's just started fresh, so I can't. But yeah. What are we gonna do with this now?
Well.
Normally, I'm good at thinking on my feet, but this one sat me on the back foot. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. What we do here? Shared that one. Am I right? Raggy.
I'm showing the NERP one right now.
I'm not with that. I just wanted an early night. Oh, mate, me and you both, bro. Me and you both. It just ain't happening today. I saved Dragon's Trail. I saved Nürburg. I shared both. Sorry, Fuji. I shall share. There's a nice clip there of Blaze eating the wall.
And not my incident. So,
I have Atlanta and NERP shared.
Okay, Slice, are you able to use Jolvos for Atlanta and Nurb? Or Atlanta?
Yes.
So I should be able to. You know.
He didn't say together. Well, I mean, hang on. The 3 Matts are having a conversation here. We've got Matt Webb, Matt Hayes, and of course myself, Matt Campbell. The Council of the Matts.
Ew.
are you the real Matt Campbell?
Am I the real Matt Campbell? Well, Matt Campbell, the real one, isn't racing right now, is he?
With a wheel, Matt Campbell, please stand up. Please stand up.
Right. So why is it only showing 4 replays? Why is it showing Red Bull Ring Fuji?
No, I'm Matt Campbell. No, I'm Matt Campbell. I'm Matt Campbell.
We did 4 races.
We did 5.
Hold on.
No, we did 4.
95.
We did 5 races. Nürburgring was...
You're missing Road Atlanta.
I am missing Road Atlanta.
I have Atlanta shared now.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, Julvo's got Atlanta shared. Thank goodness, because I clearly didn't, because I'm an idiot.
Well done.
Stupid boy.
Ah, no, I know. It's just, it's so awkward now having to go through the whole thing. But anyway, without further ado, it's time for the Stewards Review.
Okay, bye everyone.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
I'm gonna have to go.
So present in the Stewards, we have got Julvo and Sliced, as noted down below. So they will be our stewards for this evening. Julvo, are you going to be having a look in real time at yourself, or would you like me to...
I don't think. Does anyone have the Red Bull?
Oh, can I just say
share?
before I go?
Or-
I have it here. Would you like me to share it first quickly before we get involved?
Yes.
If you would do that, I would not.
Also, the Nürburgring thumbnail is amazing.
What is it?
At
I'll
night.
just say it now and then leave. Thursday there will be a new champion. Just putting that out there. Yeah.
What have I missed? My computer crashed, and we've lost all incidents for the racing review. I also didn't grab Zach's photo, but luckily nothing too immense happened for Zach there. I should have grabbed it in the lobby when I came back. I do apologise, but yeah. So we're just what's it called? We're just sharing this replay for Slice to be able to get hold of it, and then we will get in with the stewards.
We'll do it tomorrow, Matt. Sure.
Okay.
I'm going by.
Right, there we go. So Red Bull Ring's now shared, so you should be able to view that. Who've we got in the call? Who've we got? Thank you, Julian, for letting me know that the stream froze. Okay, yes, we've got everyone present for the stewards bar AJ, who I'm guessing is just vibing.
Yep.
Fair enough. No worries. Webby, that's yeah, this is the problem. See, I just don't know. We're gonna have to just have a look back all through it all. This is really. I'll be honest. That's really wound me up, having lost the. Oh, that's really wound me up, having lost the incident. It's really wound me up. And why have I lost all sound from the console? Why was that muted? I don't know. Nothing happened T1, did it? See, this is the problem now. I'm looking at. Oh no, I knew it was. Something was on this corner, wasn't it? And I'm not too sure who it was up front.
I think I saw this. Fine.
There. Right, so this is where we wanted to watch. Should we go from Pav's point of view here? Because I think Pav's actually is the one that came across. Okay, so I'm just going to pause. I'm up 50 seconds dead on the replay. Would you like me to share screens for the... I'll just share it into here. There we go, okay. So looking for the root cause of this incident, lap 1, turn 3. From what I can see here, Paves goes on the inside of AJ, taps AJ and taps Blaze. I think that's Paves. I think that'd be Paves' fault there.
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely.
Well, yeah,
But
that
he
was.
drives in the grass.
Yeah, he does drive on the grass. Right, so were there any other incidents on lap 1 that we need to take into account? Let's just double check this exit here.
This car was involved with accident as lap 2 or 3.
No, I don't think anything happened then further through. There were a few incidents though from this first race, so I'm not too sure. There was another one, lap 2, turn 2 for Frosty Gamer. So let's just skip through. Ah, yeah. Right, so we've got a bunched up group here heading up towards the second hairpin. There has been a little bit of contact both sides here, just on the braking zone entering into the hairpin. So far, all 4 racers involved or concerned seem to have gotten through okay. Yeah, all 4 are in okay. There's a 5th on the left, I want to say it's JHS.
I found another incident in lap 1
Okay.
between JHS and Blaze.
JHS Blaze in lap 1, okay, I'll have a look in a second.
Yeah, it was second to last corner.
I'm just double checking this.
Vantage, my bad.
Okay, I'm just double checking this lap 2. There is contact there from Matt, I believe, for Hazza on the inside. I am also, though I will be honest, I would just like to watch, just in case Hazza pulls his handbrake.
At the corner.
Well,
No handbrake from Hazard at all, so there was no other. I'm thinking it was a tap from the BMW of Matt behind.
He was ahead, wasn't
he was ahead of him, which Frosty tapped him.
Yeah, Madison ahead.
Frosty didn't steer enough in.
Someone hit Hazard. I can't work out who it is
Frosty.
fully.
Yeah, Frosty.
Frosty. Okay, I'll stay on with Frosty. Because that's me. Frosty took a bit of contact there, and he was in a little bit of a sitch. But yeah, unfortunately, I think the contact from Frosty did put. Yeah, Frosty then caught contact then from Ayala. But yeah, I'm just going to straight down the middle and say racing incident for this. There was so many people going in. Like, look, we're 4 wide here going into the second hairpin. I'm happy to call that racing incident because again, no Frosty gamer. I can see straight away that no, you didn't mean to hit Hazza. You, if I'm honest as well, then took punishment enough by again having poor exit here. A poor exit, sorry, with Ayala. Yeah, a little tap from Ayala.
anyways.
Yeah, that's been so. Frosty took a little tap from behind from Ayala, and again that was without fault. So, yeah, I think that's a fair one for racing incident. So, did you say you had JHS 13 on lap 1 with Blaze?
No, with Vantage. Second
with
to last
Vantage,
corner.
second to last. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Let's watch from here then.
Oh, yeah.
That is a nudge wide from JHS. Vantage then comes back on and he's nudged wide again by JHS. JHS then runs wide. Does he pick up a penalty for that? Yes, he does. But yes, I think it
I
is.
think that's fair then. Or was it for shortcutting?
It was for the shortcut.
That one.
Yeah, sure. One long cut.
Yeah, there's a definite bump from JHS behind.
Well, twice.
Let's see if this provides any sort of better angle for the bump. Yeah, it's a bump under braking. Tit for tat with unsafe rejoin, I'd say. Yeah, but JHS, in a sense, you wouldn't have had to have rejoined the track unsafely if you hadn't have put him into the position to do so. Like that.
It was kind of a safe rejoin.
He made it as safe as he could be. JHS just found him.
Yeah, he wasn't even on the throttle at all.
Right, so anyway, let's go this view, actually. This may provide a little bit of insight. Definite contact. 100% big contact. He comes on. If I'm honest, JHS doesn't really give him the room to come back onto the track there either, considering he just sent him wide. Has JHS picked up another penalty?
He might have.
I think he has for that.
How long did he keep the spot? Oh, he actually did keep it.
Yeah, because there's our
Sure,
contact. Fair bit of it at that. JHS is still using maximum track width until Vantage almost forces him back into the centre of the track here. But then even then Vantage takes it, you know, he takes the short end of the stick from there.
I had no trajectory to move away from him. Okay, that's fair enough. But yeah, JHS, I think we're definitely going to have to. I think it's fair to say that's under review.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's under review, JHS. What else did we have? Do we have anything towards the end of this race? I'm pretty sure Webby might have complained about something last lap, didn't he?
Turn 4 or
Last
something.
6-second hairpin.
Yeah, exactly. 6 seconds, 6, 7 seconds.
Have we got the timestamp for me?
No, that's what JHS just said.
Blaze lap 6 second hairpin.
So turn 4.
Timestamp is like 8-1.
8 what?
He's nowhere to be seen. What? Look at a second.
I think I've just found something here, hang on.
Oh,
Holy
Paves.
Paves did this.
Paves lap 6.
Yes, I just saw it as well.
Yeah.
Paves lap 6, turn 3.
I know. Right, Blaze does go real wide. Lap 6, turn 3.
Yes.
Yes, with Paves.
0.5 penalty above Paves anyway. Lap 6 and 7, just a barge with Matt Webb. I'll have a look for you after this one, bud. Because then we'll call it quits for race 1. Big dive from Paves. Woohoo!
Can you even call it a dive?
3.5 second penalty on the clock for it as well. Christ, did he find the Titanic there on the inside of him when he went? Let's have a look back at that again. Like, oh, I've done. There we go. I mean, right. We can see here,
Second hairpin.
Not even close.
nowhere near within range to even think of an attacking move on the cars in front. Nah, I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. And
He broke it to 75.
he's just, that's mean, he's just sort of eyed up Frosty Gamer and thought, yep, you look like good brakes, thank you. Just about keeps himself on, but yes. At least, I will give it to him that he did allow Frosty Gamer and Blaze to carry on. He didn't just instantly try.
To be fair, if a game gives you a penalty for hitting somebody off the track, you deserve a penalty.
Yeah, but anyway, so that was that. Lap 6, 7, just a barge with Webby. I'm guessing this behind will be with Astral. Little touch there from Astral. I'm not worried about that as everyone's carried on going. Where else? And say Luke's now taken the right-hand side. Webby on the inside, but Luke is ahead. Nice move up the inside there for Webby. Holding the inside line nicely. Okay. Well, if you could let me know roughly on the track where we're looking at now for lap 6 and 7 for this nudge. Obviously, I've missed half of lap 6, but we'll check lap 7 quickly if you guys could go back and check lap 6. Looking for a nudge,
I'm
complaint
looking at
through from
no.
Webby.
Sure is lap 6, not 5.
He said, nah, don't, it's my fault. Nah, it's too late now, but you've said it, you've mentioned it.
Gotta find it first.
Yeah, and so you've actually got to find you doing wrong first before we penalise you, but you've already played it. Ah, well, if I've already played it, there's nothing there, don't worry about it. Right, are we calling it that then for round or for race 1?
I mean, JHS said lap 6, Blaze, and there's nothing. Neither is there on lap 5. Lap 4?
Yeah, Blaze lap 6, second hairpin.
There's nothing.
Blaze has called one for Atlanta lap 1, turn 1 with AJ. There was a few incidents on
No,
turn
no,
1 that I
no,
wanted
no,
to have a
no,
look
that-
through.
that Never happened, alright.
I was talking about the dive bomb from
Oh.
JHS. So we have seen this dive bomb now. We have checked all. We have checked all from what we've seen, and so far, if I'm honest, we have found fault in form of Paves, who definitely that dive bomb was not on. He did wait, and he did. So I wouldn't be willing to go full penalisation on that, but I think that's definitely probably going to be the worst incident that we've seen so far from this race.
Well, he did it twice in one race, to be fair. He dive bombed fell twice.
Yeah, it didn't go well for him, did it?
Yeah, he took out like 4 cars in one race.
Anyway, are we done then on race 1 then so far?
Should be, I think.
I think so.
Okay, so we're done on race 1. Yeah, and so JHS will come. We're still reviewing on what we actually want to give you penalty wise for those moves. I thought you were going to stay clear today. I really did.
Wait, it's Road Atlanta, right?
Road Atlanta, yes, the
Julvo
one
should have.
that I didn't pull.
True.
So
And I'm
No.
fucked with my life now. That's my fault.
how do I? I gotta go all the way back out.
Well, I want to watch AJ.
No, don't go.
I think
Oh,
I
the
think we
replay,
really want
yeah.
to see this. News feed following
Oh.
Julvo.
Down, bottom left. No, with the Rexy.
Ah, yes, there. I see. Here we go. Okay. Balls. Cheers, sliced. We'll give that a like, actually. There we go. Right, let's get into it then. This was race 2. Few incidents from race 2. Yeah, I think there's a few things to watch from lap 1 here, so we'll just...
Yes.
Yeah, just watch AJ.
Pardon me. Pardon me, right?
Yeah, let's get this over and done with, shall we? Awful start from Panam.
I think you just wanted to go to that.
No,
Or he falls.
Now, also notice though that Webby is off the grass here already, so we want to come back and double check what happened with Webby. AJ, yeah, that was stupid. We'll come back to that. But I'm going to move on to Webby and just try in the nature of speeding things up ever so slightly, but I still want to give everyone a fair shot. So Webby, oh no way! It's D-Locks, but it's D-Locks' lag.
no, look at Deluxe.
This replay lag.
No, but D-Locks was lagging all over the place anyway, and I hate
you
to
look
say
at
it, but D-Locks is lagging all the time. I mean, was that contact behind from Troyer?
It looks like it.
There was contact with
But was there then
Yeah,
contact
yeah.
behind Troyer from
There
Hazard
wasn't.
then? No. Bit of a nudge there on the inside.
It looks like there's just a ton of lag.
It is just loads of lag. That's I mean it's so hard to be able to say exactly. I'm going to have to
Troyer hit
look.
him.
How's this then from the front on to see if there is actually contact between D-Locks and...
There is slight contact, but not in relation to the Webby incident.
Yeah,
Barely.
it was very tiny contact.
Right, let's go bonnet view of Troyer then. Oh! I keep doing it. I hate myself. I wish to injure myself greatly for this. Right, okay.
Oh, no.
Yeah. It is a tiny touch, but there's so much lag involved as well. I really don't know what to put on this one.
Troyer slightly touched him.
Right, let's watch it once again, full through on the replay camera then. On Troyer's from Troyer's point of view.
It's like the one thing where.
See,
skating
it's weird, isn't it? It's like there is contact, but it's almost as if the contact sort of brings on D-Locks' lag. Like the contact that I can see doesn't justify the smack that Webby received. I don't get it. Unless D-Lock magicked, you know, a load of acceleration and pace out of his car randomly on turn 1. I just don't know.
Oh yeah, Troyer was going 8 miles per hour faster, and then D-Locks got launched like 30 faster than what Troyer was running. So
Right,
probably
look at D-Locks POV from the side now is the call from Astral. So let's have a look at D-Locks POV from the side. From this side, I'm guessing we're looking at here. Right, there is contact. I don't know, it looks like he does get...
Miles per hour.
It does
You
look
should
like...
not go that fast.
120 miles per hour. Or 102.
Let's try and freeze frame, okay? Right. Right, so we're about to have the contact now. Deluxe is at 91 miles an hour. Webby is on the outside of him. There is the contact there at 77 miles an hour, and Deluxe is still half on the brakes, but he's coming off. According to the tiny little bump from Troyer, Deluxe suddenly gains 30 odd miles an hour into the side of Webby.
Even more.
Yeah. Webby, my man, I am so sorry that this happened to you. And it's such a shame to have seen it happen. But there's no one at fault here other than Gran Turismo, but I can't penalise Gran Turismo.
He speeds up 66 miles per hour from that tap.
That's where I'm just... That's not possible. So, as sorcery as it looks, that's just exactly what it is. It's just a little bit of lag, which has cost Webby his position in the game, which sucks. The only thing I can say then moving forward is that Deluxe, please try and get better internet. That's all I've got for you. I don't know where else... I don't know what else to say on this. Was there any other incidents, though, on this race?
Did you look at AJ's? Yeah.
Oh, do you want to see AJ's again?
Oh, I didn't. I know you went over it, but yeah, he's at fault.
Obviously.
Yeah, I'd say we knew you were at fault.
Yeah, I know I'm at fault. I even look behind me, looking.
I mean, you've only just come onto the brakes, whereas Blaze and JHS13 and Julvo, and JLO behind you are on the brakes. Vantage also on the brakes, coming in hot. Vantage nearly clips you, actually, AJ.
Yeah.
What happened to SAS? Because SAS is running wide.
He just went off.
That's it. I just don't think he had the best of starts, did he? Penalty for the Tesco broadband.
Oh no, wait.
Ooh, SAS. No, this is what they apologised for. I think this is where the incident happened, that SAS did take a little bit of a tap from Astral. They apologised about this in race, if I'm right. And yeah, Astral, there we go, he's already admitted fault. But I'm pretty sure you sorted this with SAS on track, isn't it? So if I'm honest, I'd like to go as far as to say no further action here, just because, again, it was sorted there and then. No, the position wasn't given, but...
He spun again.
I don't know. What else happened throughout this race? That's mean, see, there was a fair few things that went on here. Nice move there from SAS up the inside of Hazard.
What's SES's day today? He spun like 4 times.
Yeah, he didn't have the best of race days, did he?
Just the grass method.
He loves the grass, doesn't he?
Oh, for the penalties?
Yeah.
What else happened where then? Anyone let me know anything else that happened in this race?
The only real player I know that does that.
I don't think anything else. I mean, yeah, nothing that I could pinpoint seriously went wrong. Pano up the inside there, no issues.
I went off there. And like 3. I went off and I don't know if there was unsafe rejoin, but I hit Penam slightly.
I'm just staying on with this group a second just to make sure there's no more foul play. I mean, there's a yellow card there. SAS round.
He spun just off of wheel spin.
Yeah, there's nothing in front or behind him. It happens. Okay. Are we willing to call that then for race 2? Because
Can we take a look at Gen 3, the beginning with me? I just want to know if my regen was bad or not. Turn 3, lap 3, turn 1.
Lap 3, turn 1. Okay.
Just want to see if, I mean, I know that I went off, but you can see for yourself.
Oh.
Nice move there around Hazard.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know.
new guy, man.
is the cleanest of rejoins.
Oh, I will.
Considering you almost murdered Phantom.
Yes.
No, that is not a re-safe. Well, that's not a safe rejoin. But honestly, you came out and eventually then settled in behind the races that it affected. The races that you did affect didn't actually lose their positions or any time. So I have no idea. But he picked up 0.5 somewhere, doing something.
Oh no, he just cut
Yeah.
turn 3.
So no, I'm willing on that occasion. Yes, it was an unsafe rejoin for Julvo. However, again, he came back on behind the cars that he affected and the cars that were affected in this. Didn't lose any time. So I'm willing to just allow that. Yeah, just a little slap on the wrist for Julvo. Any other incidents that happened? Anything worth noting or coming back to have a look at? Just sort of sticking on board with any incidents here. I mean, was there any incidents between Hazard and Mats? JHS thinks that Julvo should receive a race ban for the unsafe rejoin. I don't think much else happened there, though, on this race, did it? I can't remember, was there anything else that I said I'd come back and have a look at? And if so, I'm so sorry because the computer froze and it ruined everything. So, blame the computer. So I don't want to just call stewards quit 3 laps into race 2, but we're closing in on half an hour going in now, but yeah, there wasn't too much on race 2, I don't think.
Race 3.
Right, let's just move on then to race. Let's just move on to race 3. I'll give it a like.
I know mine. I want to know what happened to me in SES in the last.
Right, 2 seconds. Right, okay, there. Sorry, I'm back now. Right, so race 3 was Fuji. Beautiful thumbnail there, as we can see. Krumpen and Julvo in Croatia. Was Fuji race 3 or was Croatia race 3?
It was.
Fuji was race 3. Okay.
So race 3, lap 5, turn 1.
What?
I think we've got a few turn 1 incidents to look through first. Let's just go from the back of the pack and watch anyone come off. Not quite the back because they're quite a fair bit down right here.
Actually, someone just went through.
I mean, there's a little cluster here.
Why is Julvo in the F1?
I tried something.
Yeah.
Has a.
Yeah, that's.
Hang on.
Watch Hazard turn 1.
Hang on.
He overshot the corner, I think.
Are we sure that looked violent?
Yeah. Pretty good.
Oh, my advantage.
First time.
Yeah, it looks like he cut in, but instead of taking Blaze out, made.
The advantage.
I don't know what we were saying there. Never mind. Honestly, I was about to applaud Matt for his. Oh dear! Out of nowhere. So I was actually about to applaud Matt for what he did there. You could clearly see he was about to take Blaze out, and decided, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be a nice, respectful racer and move over to the left-hand side. Yeah, let's watch Vantage. How did this happen?
Yes.
Oh, Vantage! What are you doing? Where was that?
Then he gets double tapped as Hazard gets double tapped.
I say me.
I don't think he gets a penalty for it, does he? No, he gets a 4-second.
Oh, nasty. Right, I want to see this from Hazard's point of view now, because I'm stuck in the middle of this one, and poor Matt as well on the outside in his M6.
We don't need to ride this car here.
Matt gets launched.
He's treated like a pinball. Oh, Vantage. Okay, yeah, we don't need too much time to review that one, Vantage. That was stupid. Oh, oops, just wiped out the grid, Alan. That you did, my friend. That you did. 4-second penalty for such as well. Was there anything else coming up here? I think there might be a little bit of pushing and shoving going on here. We'll go from Julvo's point of view.
Oh, SAS.
Yeah, true. Luke and Astro.
SAS and Astral.
And Luke as well was involved.
No, I think I think we
Luke
should.
just went off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Luke just crashed. SAS killed Astral.
Well, Luke spun initially, so.
Need to cross right here.
Ah, yeah, too much grass. Okay. Funnily enough, I pause at the correct time as we see the SMFC M6 on our left approach the side of the RCF here. Now, again, I am absolutely in the sport, no expert, but as far as I'm aware, the front end of a car and the side of another car never tend to make the best pairing. Let's see how it unfolds. Yeah, something along those lines is what I was thinking was going to happen, but if I'm honest, Astro recovers it nice enough. Luke's on the outside, but SAS does move up into second place. Yeah, about that. SAS, I would like you to provide us with some comments on this if possible.
He's probably not out
Maybe.
there. He has like an 8 o'clock.
So he's moving nicely. He's got Webby on the inside, switches onto the other side to get around Webby. Doesn't quite realise that Astral was using the bit of tarmac that he was aiming for, and he sends Astral wide. So yeah, that would be one for the stewards to think back on for SAS. Remember, guys, all of the penalties will be released in our Discord below, and of course, I think if there are any penalties handed out for anyone that is not in the Discord, then I'll also post them on the YouTube as well for you guys, so that you're aware after the stream. But yeah, SAS having just a poor case of forgetting to brake. Of course, then costing Astral a fair few positions, then down back to 9th. Or to 8th, sorry, Blaze there in 9th. I feel like there's more carnage involved around here somewhere. Like there, for example. AJ, you naughty boy. Go on then, we'll watch AJ from 10th do something magical. So, in a similar fashion to Paves in Red Bull Ring, do we think that AJ is within a chance of beating all of these people to the corner?
Luke, yes.
Luke, yeah. Yeah, I could see him beating Luke. There's potential for that there. He's really, really on the wrong line. AJ's in the better place. But it's not Luke that AJ went for, is it? There was a few cars in front of that, so he's past Luke. I mean, we can also see Troyer making a bit of an appearance on the inside here. So fair play. Panam and Blaze having a little bit of a touch. Troyer going on to the inside. AJ actually doing what he can to avoid Troyer, but... do you know what? Actually...
I did nothing wrong.
No, I hate to say it, but he might actually have a point here, boys. He might not have actually done much wrong. I mean, Troyer, again, he's not in a position to be beating anyone to this corner, but he does make one heck of an effort. Breaking after the Dunlop. Whoa, that's late. Sneaks on the inside and it pushes Panam wide. Luke backed out. Yeah, he left the lobby, I think. He had to go. Troyer would have made it, but he got pushed by AJ. I wouldn't say that was the case for this one. Only because he was behind AJ when the move happened. From the looks of it, I thought initially it was AJ that caused the contact with Panam. But from what I can see here, Troyer came from even further back than AJ did in his attack. Yeah, I mean, Troyer goes for the inside. He's getting a little bit greedy there, if I'm honest.
In this one, I would personally say that Troyer should have backed out of that.
Yes.
There's way too much going on here for Troyer to have put another car into the mix. I mean, Astral there we can see. Astral. No luck he got pushed in by Troyer. Troyer was gonna make it. I don't think he was. I don't know. I mean, it's so hard, isn't it, to be able to say because, well,
Troyer was.
Troyer was gonna make it.
Yes.
So.
Barely, but would have. Yeah.
And say, so where
Yeah,
are
he
we?
would've.
Where are we handing out faults? Should we again put this down to review and then come back with our thoughts afterwards? But
Poor Pan Am.
Yeah. You got stuck on that bump.
well, Troyer, this is what we're just. This is what we're currently just looking at, Troyer. Is we're not actually too sure if you are the car at fault here. Blaze thinks Troyer was too greedy. I think that Troyer probably should have picked a different line into this and maybe backed out of it. Whether he would have made the corner or not, I just think looking at the scenario and the situation you're placed into, you're entering into a very, very tight, slow-moving chicane on lap 1 of a busy circuit here, and you've got, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars in your view heading in, or all entering this one corner. I just think being the last car, it's just a little bit fuel to the fire coming into this. And, it did, in a sense, because AJ was also aiming for that very inside corner to go up the inside of Pan Am.
I don't think AJ was gonna make it.
No?
I was doing 40 right here.
What are you doing?
48.
You're actually doing 28.
Yeah, I was gonna make it. But then he got stuck right here. And
Yeah, and it's that little sort of touch on Pan Am which spun him round, which was annoying. Racing incident, he was fine. He just ended up in a bit of a cluster, but nothing outrageous from him, in my view. That's what I mean. Like, Troyer didn't mean anything nasty, but going up the inside, I feel like maybe he should have backed out of it, given the state of that corner anyway. But also, as said, Slice doesn't think AJ was actually going to make the corner, which puts AJ now into the spotlight for.
He was going to make the corner, I think, but the pinball effect happened, and then Troyer hit AJ, which for some reason speeds him up.
Yeah, I mean, as Troy has just said and Sliced, how do you back out of that? I mean, right, the only thing logically I can think here, sorry to play it just one more time, guys, but all I'm thinking here logically is just in order to get out of it. I mean, I see again, though, where Troy is aiming. He doesn't want to get out of it. He wants to get further up, which is understandable. Best opportunity to go for it. I think the only way I could ever see to avoid that is to have just gone onto the left behind AJ. And, yeah, that's just, yeah, it's not very great.
I mean, Troy was doing double the speed that I was doing through the corners.
Troyer did hit it a lot hotter than you, but...
Mid-corner.
Who did, AJ? Or Troyer?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Well, I think that was him just trying to exit, but the front end of Pan Am's car kept him in, if I'm honest. But there we go. Yeah, like SMFC just said, SAS. He would have ended up into the back end of AJ. Again, should we just put this down to a racing incident purely because there's too much involved?
It's just confusing.
For me, it is literally, it's almost as if, like, if we are to pin blame, it's either Troyer or AJ. It's almost a 50-50 split between them. So, if there's literally two people potentially... yeah, it's all Pan Am's fault, really, isn't it? Yeah, Pan Am, what were you doing in front of him in the corner, bro? Like, that's just your doing. Like, look, if Pan Am had just straight-lined himself there, he wouldn't have been touched with you, bro. He wouldn't have been anywhere near you. But no, he decided to be in front. So, yeah, I think that's a race ban for Pan Am.
That's a race ban for JHS.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, JHS in 5th position shall be receiving a race ban for the incident that happened to Pan Am in 9th. I respect the move from Troyer. He could have landed it. Yeah, I mean, again, looking at how he attacked that inside, he tucked him using as little space as possible. Again, it's just, yeah, I think racing incident from this anyway. What else happened on Fuji?
Really murdered JHS and then get punted by him.
I don't know, man.
Did anything else happen on Fuji that we are to know about?
I Other than the thing between SAS, that was that's me.
Yeah.
Already. That's fine.
D-Lock said turn 1, lap 1. He killed at some people.
Turn 1.
Yeah, lap 1, turn 1. D-Lock said he murdered some people.
Lap 1, turn 1, D-Locks.
Yeah.
Did he murder anyone?
No, he didn't. He just wanted to see himself overtaking 5 cars in the sprint.
Lap 5, turn 1.
Bam.
Yeah, he just wanted a little bit of limelight there, didn't he? Decent exit, thanks to SAS's little tap. Lap 5, turn 1 for Blaze. Lap 5, turn 3 for JHS. So we'll start with Blaze on lap 5, turn 1. Watch it be with each other.
It is.
I know this one.
AJ? That's lap 4.
Right, this is what I wanted to have a quick look back at. What happened here with Blaze? Oh, he just slipped. But there's the thumbnail anyway. So lap 5, turn 1 for Blaze.
Go on over here, Joe.
Are we about to...
This was not my race, right?
Yeah. I think I might know who's at fault there.
Oh, really?
It might be this little R8 that we're watching. I mean,
JHS, bro.
Look,
Lap
you're
5,
doing...
turn 3, nothing happened.
AJ, respectfully, bro, like everyone else is turning, you're still doing 83 miles an hour. You are still full throttle up until this point. Now you're doing 68.
That's shifting.
I thought it was shifting, yeah, but it's just like... Still, like 83 miles an hour at that point when people are turning.
He didn't even brake
60
that
miles
late.
an hour
Actually broke on
when he
dying.
used Blazer's brakes, which dropped him lovely down to 30 miles an hour for him to make the corner. How nice of you, Blaze. Oh, look, and a little tap then from Pan Am just to give him the momentum he needed to keep going. Yeah, AJ, that was stinking.
I apologize.
Second lobby in a row where Blaze is used as brakes.
Might as well change his name now.
I know, poor Blaze. He does nothing but just try, and he gets it. Yeah, he gets poor luck here. Was there anything else though from Fuji?
Yeah.
The Blaze was not would have made it.
Lap 2, me and SAS. That was funny, I'm not even gonna lie.
Last
Lap
lap me
2.
and yes.
Dude, SAS is good.
Let's do lap 2 for a second, just because.
Whoa, wait.
When on lap 2 did it happen?
100R.
I don't know where that is.
The left hander after the carousel, the little carousel thing.
Last corner?
The 100R is the long.
Not the last corner.
Like after the
Who punted who?
long right hander.
Oh.
The left. The other.
Burnt his
Ah,
eyes.
I think I might have found something. I think I might have found the 16 racing RCF taking out the side of the SMS CM6 here. Oh yes, we have. Although it costs Astral more than it did SAS, I will be honest. I mean, Astral's race was ruined from it, so I think he punished himself, if you ask me. Why did SAS wait though? Did he think it was his fault?
He felt like he moved
Yeah,
on the
'cause-
braking, I think.
Yeah, because he didn't see me move on to the outside.
On the brake.
He did.
Well, in that
Oh,
case,
he
then
didn't see
SAS
it.
resolved on track.
Yeah, he didn't see it.
Yeah, okay. Well,
that's just-
either way, resolved on track. Resolved on track.
It was funny though.
It was quite funny.
Then he parks his car.
There you are. Blaze said he's now going to make a living selling brakes. Then it was last lap SAS, wasn't it?
Yes.
Where?
After the
You're the
chicane.
two people that have wrecked everyone this race are finally
After the
alive.
chicane.
After the chicane, yeah.
Fuck them here.
You just spun.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't touch you, mate. That's all you, bruh.
Bro.
That is all you.
Yeah, alright.
He wasn't even close.
Let's just double check it. Yeah. Unless he telepathically spun you. He span you using a Bluetooth tap.
Nothing happened now.
15 were written down. My computer crashed, so then we're just going in blind. I do really want to check though Crumpen, because Crumpen was a dirty boy in the 2 races that he joined. But anyway, so is that race 3 finalised then?
Yes. Should be.
Talk about that race ever again, right?
Probably for the best.
God.
Okay, on to now race 4, which I know only had 2 incidents, which I believe was the first corner. There's Julvo sideways, and it was first corner, and then Crumpen. Pretty much just stay on board with Crumpen for the most of this, and we'll find where we want incidents. No, I don't want race photos.
I had an excellent start in this race, I think.
Then you're sideways.
But yeah.
Watch Webby's thing.
Walk around might be good for incidents. I mean, yeah, if it does come to it that we need it, but oh, right, yes, this was what I wanted to come back to, because I'm pretty sure
I crashed here.
Silly Op Ute took a punt from Matt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's more cat field.
Point.
Matt, are you still with us, sir?
If you look at my POV, you see me crashing into you like that.
Right, so let's just pause frame it again. It's tight through here. We have got a decent running grid, but
Full gas, full gas, full gas.
And of course,
yeah, look, Silly Up Ute moves himself over for his exit right into where Matt is fully accelerating on a different line, and Matt's just late to react to the brakes, and he takes Silly Up Ute out.
Watch it from the silly off you. Because Matt just flies in there.
Just different lines, yeah. It was just a bit of a turn or a lap 1, you know, sort of incident, I guess. But we may find a little bit of fault here, unfortunately. Because yeah, it does seem like a big punt from yourself to get. Fair play though, Silly Up Ute. He didn't exactly come out unlucky from it all, did he?
AJ got a card.
I got collision fucking failed me.
He did get a lovely boost back up, but yeah, I unfortunately think that I think Matt may have a little bit of fault there. Do we see any incidents for SAS, or is this again just a spin?
Probably just a
Or is it? JHS13 finds himself in front of the stewards once again.
that's unrelated.
Right. SAS on the brakes at 100. JHS on the brakes at 100. Oh dear, JHS. I actually feel so sorry for you, my man, because that is just...
Oh, yep. He hit him.
I mean... Yeah, he did, didn't he? He did hit him.
That didn't make him crash.
That didn't cause the spin though.
No, but it did send him wide. Which didn't cause him to spin.
Oh, never mind. I'll take it back.
I mean,
Watch it for.
There's the contact, isn't it? Oh no!
No.
Too far. Too far.
Too far.
Way too far.
It was
Too
that
far. JHS is in the barrier there.
There.
Ah, no, too slow. Ah! Ah! Right, okay, we'll just go from here. Okay, we'll just go from here. In fact, before we get into it, who do we want? Do we want SAS or JHS?
JHS.
JHS, okay.
For the first
Yeah.
part. For the
Let it
second
play
part.
through, let it
First
play
part.
Right, contact over to SAS.
And then he clips the grass and spins.
Huh? Not really. If I'm honest, SAS only went wide because of the tap from.
Yeah.
Christ, where is he? 5th. He got out of that nicely, didn't he? So yeah, the tap there is what sends SAS out wide from track limits anyway.
And then gets.
He was already spinning before the grass.
It looked like he was unsettled.
Yeah, and then hit the grass.
Yeah, it's a tap there. It was a tap, and I can also see that SAS's car is now unsettled.
Grass. Hits him. Hits the grass.
He's out of control spinning anyway. Clipping JHS's car is the icing on the cake that sends him round. So it's not directly JHS's fault that SAS span, but I would say that JHS had a fair shout to do with it.
Yeah. Like indirectly, he made it spin.
How was that a racing incident?
I have no idea. I mean, yeah, JHS wants it as a racing incident. How do we stand, fellas? Julvo and Sliced. How do we stand on this?
I'd say JHS definitely at fault for that. But it's kind of hard to penalize him.
Yeah,
Like
because like the
It's such a minor
Contact.
incident.
contact itself is not that big. The consequences that SAS got from that. That's the.
Well, I mean, suppose we can always offer fault to someone without having to penalise.
Or yeah, then JHS is at fault.
Yeah, JHS at fault, but no penalisation due to being a light touch.
His leggy. Oh, and then he hits the wall.
Oh, yeah.
What else happened then? What else did we miss from this race, if there was anything? So honestly, I don't think there was much at all in this.
Me and Company.
You and who?
Me and Company.
What lap?
In like lap 6, I think. 5 or 6 or 7. I think. Wait a minute. When did I spin? It was laps.
If you're fighting Crumpin's in second, so it must have been.
It was end of lap 5 and start of lap 6. Yes,
Okay.
yeah, go.
We'll go from here. We'll go from here.
Yeah,
So we can see Crumpin in sight.
the last corners of lap 5 and lap 6.
I see you down at 9.
He's okay, but after like the last 2 corners.
Crumpin round a fair chunk wide there as well. I mean, there's more to this now, right?
There was the first one where like
That initially, I'm saying racing incident. No one's really lost much time. Bit of a tap, but we'll see where it goes because I'm guessing it's what started this this chain of incidents. You put yourself ahead of Crumpin there.
yeah, it was exit of the chicane. I don't know.
So far, so good for Julvo. hate to say it, but I don't actually think Crumpen was
No,
involved here.
you're
No.
kind of spinning already.
I hit the curb very hard.
We'll watch it again. Let's go bonnet view.
Yeah, you just hit the curb and then crash.
I think you were spinning anyway. Yeah, the car is unsettled right now. You're already sideways when Crumpen approaches. Yes, Crumpen was close, but I think it's you spinning which caused the actual incident itself. Therefore, I'm not going to say any blame there for Crumpen on that part. Sliced.
I'd just say like no further action.
Yeah, again, it's nothing. It's nothing malicious from Crumpen, is it? It's just a bit of poor timing. He's just wrong place.
And he also set off the race. He didn't expect me to spin there. So
Yeah, there we go. Right, so was that it then for race 4? Was that race 4?
Hopefully.
I know, I hope so. And then we've got the big ones now on Nordschleife for Crumpen, which are the ones which I think are going to bring penalties for Crumpen. So we have got an incident turn 1, I think, that we can start with.
Yeah, he's spinning onto what's obviously.
Again, let's go about mid-pack.
Bro, that's part of my mark of this.
Instantly a bit of lag. Who's that car 2 in front? Is that DJ? No, it's Crumpen. Well, instantly we've seen Crumpen.
Oh.
Ah, Crumpen's round. Troyer's round.
Well,
Okay. Well, that's not good. Right. How did Troyer end up round? Let's go from there. We've seen Crumpen give DJ a tap, so we know what happened there.
Oh. Troy just came down on Webby.
one,
Yeah, Webby's got Julvo on the inside. Julvo, if I'm honest, I think I'm going to have to ask you not to comment on this one now, because
absolutely.
just because you're on the inside there.
I must say, this looks oddly familiar from a previous incident.
Joe was on the inside. He's there. Then Webby turns in on him. And then
Yeah,
Troyer
but
turns in
you
on
can
Webby.
see that Webby corrects himself out.
That's what I
And then he kills Troyer.
Look, Webby's there.
Or Troyer kills
Yeah,
himself.
he turns himself out from Julvo, but if I'm honest, I think Webby's a little bit squeezed. Like,
that angle's that's
Oh
such an odd
my.
angle.
I know it's hard to see the angle, but it does look like Webby gets squeezed out. Not saying that someone else is at fault, because well, yes, he goes round you, Julvo. Here, let's go from your point of view on the inside, actually. So you're there. Webby comes across into you. He then corrects himself. I think it's just a state of bad timing, because him correcting himself back out is what puts him into the side of Troyer. But then it's also looking at whether Troyer, because he was on the outside for this corner anyway.
But that's like a good angle to take from this. It's just like
That's what Troyer's going wide.
yeah, but that's the way that you're supposed to take the corner.
There is that, yeah. Of course, you know it's the
But
faster
you gotta
line.
adjust it.
Racing line.
Of course, you've got to adjust it for turn 1 because you've got 16 cars all barreling for the same place.
Can I just throw in serial butte? Maybe from his point of view?
You can. Why
He's a
is
bit too far back though.
Yeah,
Hear me out. What about JHS 13's view?
Wow.
It looks like he's got a pretty good view of what's about to happen. I mean, just if I'm honest, there's not enough room for all 3 cars to get round that apex.
Julvo is almost making an impossible corner because of the cars on the outside of
I mean, look at how much room Troyer has, yet he decides to cut in.
Yeah.
On the racing line, he's not looking on his radar, and then out of nowhere, there's two cars inside of him.
This walk feature is actually really, really godly helpful right now, actually, for this exact reason. Let's just have a look right here. Let's have a look. It's a bit of an out. This may give a bit of perspective, though.
So I think Julvo's going way too wide out on the outside of the corner.
I mean, it's a shame we can't play it from this angle, but from what I can see here, it's 3 trying to filter into the gap that just isn't big enough. Perfect timing to see Crumpen take DJ out, mind. Beautiful timing on that. But when it comes to these 3 involved here, Julvo, Webby, and Troyer. Now, yes, I hear you. Troyer is wide. He had lots of space. There's a fair amount of room on this part of the track. But looking at the speed Webby approached, did he have time?
As I see it, Webby and Troy can make the corner if Julvo wasn't there. But Julvo is there now, so there's the depth to Julvo.
Should we go from the onboard of Zach's? Would Zach's onboard help, maybe?
Watching full speed, I think that's for that one.
Yeah, we'll just have to rewatch this one again. We just got Crumpets to do, and then we're finished for this. But
He punted Julvo. Julvo only won that faster turn 1 because he got punted.
interesting. I mean, Zach had an absolute mare of an exit there, but
one corner later he crashed.
right. Okay. Just back with this then. It's like a double touch, isn't it? Of course, first touch coming from Webby in the Ferrari, then Julvo, but Julvo only taps in when he goes round. He's gonna have to go back from the start then. Webby has a lightning start, makes it around Zach, makes it around Julvo, but Julvo, of course, on the inside here. I feel like Zach or Webby breaks a little bit earlier than everyone else here, which is what allows Julvo to get up into. So he did.
Maxwell.
It could actually be here. I mean, Slice spotted it. Fair play to him, but this is why I called him for the stewards. But yes, that is definitely contact, if not going to be. That's very, very close from the photo. Look how close that is. Whoa.
Wow.
But that is definitely going to be contact between the two Porsches. Therefore, could we argue that did punt Julvo's car into Webby's, therefore forcing it into the Camel Merc? Because yeah, like right now Troyer is nowhere near. There, you could literally fit that whole Ferrari of JHS 13 in the gap in between them right now. I mean, yeah, a good point there from JHS is that the contact had now already happened. So it's just these moments here after this part.
Punt. He's in there.
So the punt now puts Julvo up ahead. Yeah, Julvo was literally... Julvo's front wheel was in line with the wing mirror here before that punt. Siliopu also punts Zach after Zach punts me. Oh, there's so much going on here. I honestly, I feel like we're just playing a game of like pass the parcel of blame. It's just there's just someone new being thrown into the mix like every 5 seconds. But yeah.
Next thing will be me and as at fault.
Yeah, I think overall, I think we should just once again blame this on JHS 13 and call it a day.
All of
I just think it's you can't blame anyone apart from you, buddy. Apart from you. You can just know I brake too late. Okay. We'll just go from Silly Up U's point of view one last time before I think we just move on from the Turn 1 incident because I've given up on it. Ooh, he does punt Zach. Oh, gosh. What are you doing there? What are you doing sideways when everyone else is facing left, like? Oh, I don't know, anyway, we're calling that one. Next up, then, I believe we've got a bit of mishap from Crumpen, then. When did you get pushed off, Blaze? He was going to brake soon enough, even if hadn't majorly slowed down because of Zach doing Webby. Turn 1. Do you know who pushed you off, Blaze? Because now, I mean, the thing is where, of course, I know it's just before Carousel Lap 1 for Crump, and I think that might actually be the first incident that we need to look at. Just looking for any contact or any rubbing. Julvo's found something to do with JHS again. What's the timestamp?
Entry of the Nordschleife, lap 1. I'm involved as well, so I'll stay out of it.
Okay. Oh! Meet barrier, says JHS. No. Other racers cannot take 5th position without your consent. Just say no. 5th position for Jay. I was trying too hard to not get cut off by Webby. I understand, but you did put Julvo into the shadow realm. That was rather nasty. That was rather nasty indeed. And he lost a few positions there, bless him. Shame for that, but is what it is. I honestly, I've actually just run out of. I've run out of. Where's Blaze at this point? Because I think something's just happened with Blaze. But yeah, I've run out of penalties to give JHS. But yes, Julvo, you did come out on top for that race. You came 3rd, didn't you? So a fantastic. Was it 3rd? Yeah, fantastic run. 2:03 in the replay for Blaze. What were you? What was I looking at, or were you looking at 2:03 in game or in race time? Oh, someone's off there. Who is that? Oh, it's Zach. Oh, Zach!
He got pushed off by Matt.
And to be fair, Blaze has had enough time to react to that. From initial view.
I mean, I'm trying to watch Zach without lagging myself, so he did get pushed off there by. He was pushed off by Matt. However, I may want to say that not just back in the mats here in the M6, but it is really, really hard through that section.
Oh, no, like, Blaze wrecked himself.
I mean, he did have plenty of time. Wasn't intentional, but 4:22 me and DHL check, please, from Matthew Hayes. So we'll stay on board with DHL. 4:22. Me, Alan, and Troy had a little moment too. Do you remember when? But I also know that the incident with Crumpen and that's coming up soon as well.
He was.
That one is so broad. I know it's huge.
4:22 and there's oh.
Have you found it?
Right here, I think.
Oh.
This sort of
Yes.
take me out right here. I'll just
So I'm just going to keep on with the Crumpen, DJ and Deluxe. There's an initial touch from Crumpen that's instantly at fault. Can we just watch the stream a second, guys?
Yeah.
The exit leading to Flugplatz. Okay, thank you. That's more helpful to someone who knows the Nürburgring. Yeah, that's a touch from Crumpen on the inside of DJ, bit of careless racing, and it did cost DJ his position. So I'd be looking to put Crumpen at fault for that. We've got the carousel as the next part to watch out for. Crumpen is looking close to Deluxe. Right, here we go. So these three are tied into what I can only describe as an epic battle through heading towards the carousel. But this is where the issue comes from for me with Crumpen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Crumpen is just so late and actually takes out both Deluxe and DJ in the whole thing. And
Himself.
he does take himself out, that is correct, but he actually keeps himself running, which is also the other side of things.
He won the race. So.
And doesn't he murder JHS?
But yeah, I can see, I know, again, I'm no expert here at the Nürburgring, but in the Group 3s, I would tend to be braking around about on that start of the rumble strip there. And that sent, obviously, you know, Deluxe tried to stay out of it as much as he can, but the spin literally caught all three of them. And Crumpen, the causer, was the only one that actually got out of it sound. And then, did you say he wrecked JHS? .420, Matt, he's at fault, he thinks. Why not drop my best mate in the ship? I will have a look now and see if you have dropped him in it. Bear with it. In fact, can someone else check 420 for Webby?
Yes. That wasn't exact.
He pushed me off the apex before the second carousel. Nudge in a dangerous place there, but JHS keeps himself going. That wasn't the nicest.
Yeah, Jay just lost it there. but-
Yeah, JHS lost it though, didn't he? Like, this is the other thing I want to check on this. Because there's an... Right now, no Matt, not me. Ah, sorry, 420 Matt, not Webby. 420 Matt. So yes, Crumpen bumps JHS here. JHS has a bit of an off. Somewhat regathers, but I think it's fair to say that JHS's car is... I don't know.
Here, APR has a really weird line on that corner.
I mean, yeah, he made JHS chew the barrier for it.
Yeah. It's very weird.
Yeah, it's Crumpen. Crumpen literally took a chunk of the corner out to make it in front of JHS here.
Well, he got hit.
I mean, JHS is arguing that he said, oh no, he isn't arguing it, but he said that the bump caused him to go into the grass and lose it. But then it's also then looking at a similar incident with SAS and JHS.
There he loses it. Goes into the wall almost, and then comes back, hits APR. APR shoots back.
I sort of want to just see, honestly, because if JHS's car is out of control, then he's going into the barrier regardless. But if he is able to regain control and leave a fair bit of room on the track, but APR's line takes JHS out,
Well, he hits APR right here.
I feel like JHS would have made the corner and survived it, though.
Well, yeah. I think APR just gun for it.
Yeah, right, so JHS receives his first contact there, heading up into this bit, which is not the best place that you want to bump. That does cause him to catch a bit of the grass, but look, he regathers himself. I'd argue that he would have made it, but the moment that he starts to show that he's made it, and to show that he can carry on, the contact comes in from Crumpen off the side of the track, and it sends JHS into the barrier. So, I actually don't know what to make of that. I do think that the contact all does stem from Crumpen. That part where you paused. Yeah, the part where I thought that's Venus. It looks like you have made it and recovered, but then instantly as you've recovered, there's contact. So it's really, really hard to balance it out. And look where my car is pointed. I don't know. Yeah, at the end of it then, Julvo and Sliced, what do we think about Crumpen's behaviour on the last, especially the last 3 runs then? On the last 2 runs, sorry, 2 runs.
It's a lot.
There are a lot of like slight behavioural errors, especially that one big mistake before the carousel. But yeah, I don't know.
And personally, I wouldn't let him go without a penalty.
I agree. I don't think we leave him unpenalised for his actions tonight.
Award penalty.
Tell you what, we'll leave it down to review as well. We've got 2 to review. We've got 1 for JHS that we have to review and think about how we're going to penalise, as well as Crump, and then we'll release who's getting penalties after it. But yes, I think that that might actually bring the steward session to a close, unless there's anything else that we haven't covered from the ring yet. I am gutted that I lost that list, if I'm honest. I really wish I was able to grab that list back, because then all of this would have been saved. I'm going to go looking for it now. 2 seconds. Please say it made it to recycling bin. Restore it. Okay. Did it? No. Never mind. It's gone. It is gone forever. Forever and always. But no, guys, thank you so much for watching. Oh yeah, also thank you for the sub, whoever that was. We gained. That was fantastic. But oh yes, announcements. The announcements channel on the Discord. Ooh, so Casper has tagged and says, "At everyone, sorry to tag you all so late, but I just wanted to take a minute, to introduce the newest member of the admin team. You all know him. He's been a part of the community for a long time, and we are excited to welcome him as our head of stewards. So without further rambling, our newest addition to the admins is Sliced Bread. Welcome back to the admins. Let's give you one of those. Well done to Sliced Bread. You are now the head of the stewards department. And so there was an ulterior reason for you us forcing you to come here tonight. But no, from my point of view, the reason. Thank you for the claps, whoever. That was fantastic. But yeah, the reason for Slice being picked for the admin and for head of the stewards is because he's got the eye for it. I mean, for example, seeing the contact behind from Silly Up on Zach on the turn 1 incident, that's something which went under my radar. He is a fantastic racer. He knows his stuff with the stewarding, and he's definitely the one to be able to offer a much fairer service for the stewards, for everyone. So yes, welcome back to the admins team, Sliced. Have I looked back at the Vantage and the Vantage and Silly Up incident? What lap was it? Because you've said lap 1, Flugplatz. I'm trying to remember.
Very, very fast ride uphill. Like on the start of the Nordschleife, we go very fast downhill, then uphill, then fast ride.
Bear with. Vauxhall. Flugplatz. I know the one now. I know the one. Yeah, it's up the hill. I'm with you. Okay, so through here, Nothing major, just want to have a look at it. That's fair enough. Let's watch from here then. AJ's backwards. Ah, okay. I see exactly what we want to watch here. So there's contact from yourself on Vantage. No, no action there though. In fact, we're on the wrong screen for this. We are still in the stewards. Nothing wrong with this so far. A little wobble from you both, but it's okay. AJ's backwards. By the looks of it, is Troyer being a naughty boy on the inside? Let's watch from Troyer's point of view a second, because I think Troyer might go on the inside here. So, the problem with it is it's incident avoiding. Like, I can see straight away that Troyer only moved on to that inside because AJ was backwards. Well, sideways.
Ghosted, by the way.
No, I know you were ghosted, but it's that initial thing to just get out of the way, isn't it? Like, you can see that move. It's not a malicious move from Troyer, I wouldn't have said. This is more of a get out of the way of AJ. I'll leave it to the head of stewards to decide this one, though. He managed to take the pair of them out and then take the position, though, so fair play. Sliced thoughts?
1 second.
Sorry, I just also realised that you weren't even... I didn't even have my screen shared on. That was stupid. Sorry, I turned it off.
The replay.
Ah, you are watching it. Okay.
Yes.
I'll put it live for those int call.
Alright, what are we looking at?
So... Just before Flugplatz, lap 1, Troyer, Silly and Vantage. I think it's it. I would say it's incident avoiding from Troyer. He didn't mean to. And of course, then Silly and Vantage didn't have their race ruined by it too much and were able to keep running. But it's incident avoiding from AJ going round.
I think I know why I just won because of me and Crumpen, I think it was. Because we... no, Matt was it. It was Matt, yeah. Went around the outside of Matt and... unrelated. Okay.
So that's how AJ ended up backwards.
That was a nice move, I think, from my side.
Should we just watch the move once again, Joel? Oh, I pressed exit.
Oh.
I did not mean to do that. I do apologise, but yeah, I'm not going back through that. No. So, that brings us to a close then on the stewards for the Tuesday Group 3 racing. Not going to be doing a stream highlights video as you've seen previously of snippets of the stream being chopped down. We're going to try something new for this Sunday. And yeah, so that'll be me and JHS working on that. But yes, hopefully we'll be able to see you guys again for the Thursday Super Formula. Other than that, though, tomorrow we've got our newbie lobby, which is for people who've been part of the streams up to twice. So yeah, if you've been a part of 2 streams, then you're able to join any more than 2 streams, then you aren't able to join the newbies, of course, unless we've reached out to you beforehand and invited you along. We're going to have a look through and think between the admins as well to decide who is going to be coming with us for for the newbie lobby tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see for that. But other than that, though, guys, we'll see you tomorrow at the same time at 7:30, and we'll catch you then with the newbies. We're not going to be doing a scoreboard or anything funky for the newbies, just straight Group 3 racing. But yes, we will see you for that regardless, guys. If not, though, we'll see you Thursday for the Super Formula. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. Peace out, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take it easy. Oh, thanks for those on the stream, and thanks for the stream. No worries, Troyer. Peace out, guys.